Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories. Some serious ones, some crazy ones, some fun ones. Some you might not have heard before, and some that have been absolutely beaten into the ground like a dead horse that they are. And like the dead horse that ends up in lasagna when you buy it from the supermarket, ready-made to microwave. And those microwaves also scramble your brains and listen to you. Because the government is always listening. Hello everybody, that's the type of stream it's going to be today. Hope you've had a good start to the morning, because I'm about to ruin it. This is going to be weird. First thing I want to do is I think we're going to change from this, because I was just going to do just chatting and Zatsudan kind of thing, but then I realized it may be better to go over here, boop, and maybe do a little drawing while we do this as well. I don't know. I think it might be okay. Let me just... Oh god, paste, duplicate. Yeah, sure, that'll work. That'll work. And then I have to... Oh no. Do a window capture. Sure. Oh, not that one though. Well, why not? There we go. Stick with me. I swear to God, I've got something set up properly. Little scuff to begin the stream is always good. It means that I've not been replaced by a lizard person just yet. You know this is Fuchan, because a lizard person would have gotten this shit done. Ready to go in the morning. If I ever get good at my job, that's when you know I've been replaced. Keep your eyes out. Okay. There we go. We've got a drawing thing. Okay, now. Oh god, why have I got it on block? Professional streamer. Okay, that's good. It's nice and thick. Maybe a bit smaller. Yeah, that looks good. Good morning, everybody. The imprint Fulgur. Oh god, we're not ready for that. So, I'm gonna let you guys start. This is probably a bad idea. What kind of conspiracy theories do you guys know? He asks, knowing he's probably not going to be able to use half of them. Which one would you like to discuss today? Which one do you think is a good idea to discuss? There are some very obvious ones that I feel like everyone will know. Alligators in the sewers. Holy shit. That's wild. Is the earth flat? See, flat earth is good. We can start with flat earth. Alligator in the sewers. I haven't heard that one in forever. God damn. Well played. That's a classic. Let me grab this for one thing. I can grab your comments while we're doing this too. Earth is flat just like your cake. You know, I timed someone out immediately in this morning because they made that joke. It's not a good joke. The joke has been made since I announced we were doing conspiracy theories. Let's grab this one instead. Is the Earth flat? Good question. And actually, that was the one I had a trial ready to go on. Flat Earth. What do you guys think? So, the general idea of the flat Earth theory is that a lot of people believe the Earth... Oh, why is it... Oh, it didn't change. What the fuck? Excuse me. What? Why is my color not changing? They don't want you to know, chat. They don't want you to know. Okay, there we go. Now, it's a generally held consensus that the Earth is round. They call it the blue marble, and it's filled with mostly green land masses that look kind of like this, I guess. I don't know the shapes of continents. I know that Australia's somewhere down here. This is America, I guess. And then we've got, I don't know, white, gray hair and gray pubic hair. Perfect. That's the general consensus of the shape of the Earth. But when it comes to flat earthers, they do not believe that. They think that the Earth is actually flat like my cake, as everybody has pointed out. And around the edges of every side of the Earth, I would imagine there is conceivably a bunch of mountains holding this flat Earth disk and keeping the water from falling off. Which means it's not actually flat anyway. I mean, the flattest you could make it is like this. Even then, it's a 3D fucking shape. And not only that, they don't just think that the Earth is completely flat and that we're being lied to. They also believe, some of them, because the notations don't work, that the moon is actually... Where's my silver? A projection. Yeah, some people think that the moon is a projection. But yeah, the general idea of the flat Earth theory is that we're being lied to. There is not much evidence for this other than the general idea that a lot of people have had, which is they went out into the ocean and said, that looks flat to me. Honestly, I can see where they're coming from with that. They open up their eyes when they're out in the ocean, and what they see is flat Earth, flat ocean as far as the eyes can see. Even when they go into the air, that's when things get tricky, because you actually do start to see the curvature of the Earth. But they don't want to believe that. Even when you can see the curvature of the Earth, they're like, oh no, that's an optical illusion. We don't believe that. So that's a fun one. That's a very basic one. Oh man, I love the fact that eventually somebody realized that, oh, the moon doesn't quite work if the Earth is flat. So they were like, oh, no, it's a projection. It's fine. And they've actually done, there are some people who have even like done studies where they've like paid to have a plane go around the Earth, and they're like, look, we're just going to go from like here all the way around the Earth, and it's not going to work out. We're going to fly off the edge of the Earth, and lo and behold, boop, they ended up right back where they started when they tried to go all the way around. So, flat Earth is a fun one. It's a dumb one. The Earth flatters are so funny. Yeah, but genuinely, so many people genuinely believe this. Believe we're being lied to. Believe that NASA is a big lie. That we funnel a bunch of money into NASA, and really that has something to do with, I don't know, aliens or people controlling the Earth that don't want you to know the truth. All of that craziness. So yeah, when it comes to this one, fun. Entertainment value for flat Earth theorists. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give it 4. Why are they out of order? Why is that so? Pick off. Yeah. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 gay frogs. That's a 4 out of 5 gay frog of entertainment. When it comes to believability, I'm going to give that one single tinfoil hat out of 5. One single tinfoil hat out of 5. I don't care who you are. You can do the experiment by yourself nowadays. We have air balloons that can go up into the air and see this shit. We have drones that can go up and see this shit that you can buy yourself. People have chartered flights. It's been completely disproven. I'm sorry. 1 tinfoil hat out of 5. Not believable at all. Entertainment 4 out of 5 though, because it's so easy to prove that that's wrong. And at the same time, so many people are diehard believers in it to the point that they deny anything against it. It's great. It's great. 4 out of 5 gay frogs. 1 out of 5 tinfoil hats. An interesting idea, but not for me. Not for me. But what do you guys think? Is the Earth flat? Oh god, why did that come out red? What the shit? I don't like that. Let me erase that. Blah. Okay. Oh, and it's big too. My thing is fighting me. Okay. That's enough about the flat Earth. That was a fun one. I think the one we have to dive into right after that is a slightly more entertaining one. Probably not very believable either. Which is Hollow Earth. This shit straight out of a fiction movie, a sci-fi movie. Hollow Earth, I think, is actually pretty fun. So, the general idea of Hollow Earth, and I have to draw my stupid sphere again. This is fine. Zoom. The general idea of hollow Earth is that what we know about the Earth, let's take a cross section out of this bad boy. We're cutting it open like a cake. So first, you have a layer of ocean. Ocean man, take me by the hand. And then you have the Earth's crust or mantle, which I'm going to do in a rich brown. I can make a brown. I don't know my colors. No conspiracy theories. I don't know colors. Don't be stupid. Then we have the mantle or the Earth's crust. And yes, I'm aware of what this is starting to look like. Don't worry about it. It's not what you think. Then we have a nice layer of lava, or the molten liquid that is so hot that everything is reduced to a liquid. And then right down in the center, we have a metal core. Something that's been so... oh, God. Something that's been so heavily condensed that even despite all of the heat, the pressure manages to keep it as one single solid. And that's what creates our magnetosphere and everything. Familiar? I don't know what you mean. But that's what we believe. Those are the different layers of the Earth's core. I don't know. There's probably much more of them and I'm fucking around. I know there's different layers to the mantle. But in general, water and then land masses, the plates underneath, the mantle, the crust, the lava, and a giant metal core in the center. But hollow earthers don't believe that shit. They've seen through their goddamn lies. And what they know to be true is that actually, while the Earth is not flat, they think that shit's fucking crazy. They would never believe that crazy shit. Instead, they think that underneath the Earth mantle, blah, 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 the Earth is actually hollow. And there is all kinds of things inside here. Suddenly gravity flip reverses, and if you find your way into the Earth's mantle, then down there is a secret land. And depending on who you ask, there are different things there. But basically, it's a reverse Earth. It's not quite like Zelda, where you go down into the depths and everything is like just a lower level, but rather instead, it's a reverse level, where gravity reverses itself and gravity is hollow on each side, so you could actually live inside the Earth down there. They think that dinosaurs still exist down there. Some people think there's dragons. Some people think there's magic. People just believe in general that the Earth is hollow. Some people even believe that there are... this is a terrible drawing. Lizard people! I fucking love conspiracy theories. Inside the hollow Earth, living right about here. And they can transform and come out and walk on top of the Earth. Lizard people that have existed and evolved in their own way inside the hollow Earth, and they are controlling the governments and everybody else in the world and lying to you and pretending that they don't exist. But yeah, in general, people believe all kinds of things about the hollow Earth. Like, it connects to all kinds of other levels of things where people are like, hey, you know the Loch Ness Monster? You know, this whole plesiosaur looking son of a bitch? The whole reason that Loch Ness Monster exists is because Loch Ness actually has a giant hole in it that connects to the hollow Earth. And that's where the Loch Ness Monster comes from. Normally he swims in the hollow Earth, but sometimes he comes up to the other side and visits us, because there happens to be a hole in the bottom of Loch Ness that connects the two sides, and they're keeping it from you. They're hiding it from you. It's just a legend, Fulgur. You don't say, Kay! Does it sound like I believe any of this? We're having a laugh about this. We're going through conspiracy theories that won't enrage anybody and make anybody super pissed off. Oh, also, thanks for the raid, Sonny. We're having a weird stream today. We're talking about conspiracy theories. But I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope Zomboid went well. How are my briskadettes doing? Traumatizing the briskadettes? Yeah, we are. So if you didn't know, right now we're talking about the hollow Earth. in which people don't think the Earth has all these layers and crusts. No, instead they think inside the first layer of crust, everything is hollow and spherical, like the inside of a basketball. And gravity reverses itself down there, and it's a whole nother land where people have magic. Well, it depends on the people. Some people just think, yeah, no, it's hollow. We need to explore it. There's something down there. Other people like lead it into all kinds of other things, like Loch Ness Monster lives there, lizard people live there, and they come out and control our government. All kinds of crazy shit. That's why I like this one. So you know what? When it comes to the entertainment value of the Hollow Earth theory, it sounds like a goddamn science fiction movie. I'm giving this shit... Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. I am giving this shit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5 gay frogs. They have turned all the frogs gay, and I am so happy for the entertainment value level of that. I would read a book about the Hollow Earth. I'm pretty sure I've watched some movies about the Hollow Earth. I'm pretty sure there was a Brendan Fraser movie called Journey to the Center of the Earth, where they get down there and it turns out there's a secret society living down there. So entertainment value, 5 out of 5 gay frogs. That is straight up ripped out of a goddamn science fiction novel, and I will always listen to people talk about the Hollow Earth. Believability. This is the second one I'm gonna have to... You know what? I'll give this one 2 tinfoil hats. This one's slightly better than Flat Earth. Flat Earth, literally anyone nowadays with enough money can either just charter an airplane to go around the Earth, or just, you know, even less money, couple $1,000s, you can get yourself a drone that's good enough to go high enough that you can see the curvature of the Earth, or a hot air balloon, or anything. I don't know. I'll give this one 2 because at least in this case, sure, you have to be incredibly rich, like multi-billionaire, to have a drill bit deep enough where you can totally say like, oh, I drilled like miles down into the Earth's crust. It's definitely solid all the way down. Let alone actually try to hit, I don't know, oil and or magma. I don't think anybody's ever pierced the Earth's crust completely. A folded tinfoil? It's a tinfoil hat. It's for putting on your head. For blocking out the laser beams that the government shoot at you. What does the tinfoil signify? Oh, you guys don't know about... Okay, let me just grab my own tinfoil hat here. I'll expand it. So the whole idea about a tinfoil hat, and this is an old school conspiracy theory, although it's kind of come back to life because we're about to talk about 5G. The general idea of tinfoil hats back in like the 80s to 90s was like radio waves. They thought that radio waves could be used to control human minds. They thought the government was beaming things into your brain through TV, through radio, through the waves, even through your microwaves. If you had a microwave in your house, your microwave was definitely affecting your thoughts too. It was controlling you, making you an evil Satanist. So yeah, the whole idea was the way to defeat that was to wrap tin foil around your head. And then those radio waves and microwaves and whatever else waves could not pierce your skull. Because somehow, tin foil... Well, actually, I mean, tinfoil does work nowadays, even with radio signals and Wi-Fi signals. You can actually make a pretty good director of radio signals by, folding up a bunch of tinfoil and directing your 5G signal. They do actually bounce radio waves and some things around pretty well. But the general idea is you put tinfoil on your head to make sure that those waves couldn't affect your brain waves. They couldn't change your thoughts. They couldn't fuck with you. So yeah. People would like literally wrap tinfoil around their head to protect their brains. That's why it's 2 out of 5 tinfoil hats. And the gay frogs is a reference to a very silly man who said a very silly thing. Who is a Hershey's Kiss chocolate? Only if, well, I mean, I've got my own tinfoil hat in the form of my hair. Didn't know that, did you? This is made out of tinfoil. It's not just fake hair follicles, it's also to stop the government controlling me. Anyway, Hollow Earth, 5 out of 5 entertainment, 5 out of 5 gay frogs, believability, 2 out of 5 tinfoil hats. I don't care, man. Hollow Earth is hilarious to me. You'd think that'd be easier to find signs if it was true. If only. Okay, let's get rid of these and let's go on to the next one. Boop, boop, boop. Chat, do you want to spam some suggestions for our next conspiracy theory? Or do you want me to choose one? Because I already kind of mentioned... Dun, 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 dun. 5G. But we could go about other ones. Area 51. Area 51's a nice, simple one. I mean, that one isn't even... Here's the weird thing about that one. Okay, give me a second. Let me grab that as a comment. Because technically then it's you guys' fault and not my fault. There we go. Sheep says Area 51. Sleepy sheep. Area 51 is actually one of those ones like MK Ultra and some of the other things where it's actually been proven Area 51 exists. This is no longer technically a conspiracy. These are going to keep coming out in weird colors, huh? That's fine. I can dye it. I can dye it. There. But okay, let's do this. How color do I... Well, I suppose I should do the desert first. Oop. So, the general idea of Area 51 is... Out in the desert, there is an Air Force base, which is a real place, which is known as Area 51. And in there, they work on a bunch of different classified projects to do with airplanes and aviation, supposedly. I believe it's in New Mexico. That one I'm not sure. I'm just saying New Mexico because I'm in Roswell, was New Mexico, and I feel like Area 51 was close, like ahead of that. But yeah, Area 51 is just like a secret government base kind of thing where they do tests. They used to do specific... It's Nevada. Ah, thank you. Damn, not New Mexico. Interesting. But probably not to do with Roswell, but we'll get to Roswell eventually. Okay, secret building. Not very secret anymore. Everybody knows where the fuck it is. In fact, a couple years ago, a bunch of people decided they were going to Naruto run into Area 1 with their arms back like this. And they decided they were going to show up at Area 51, and there was no way the government could possibly shoot them all. And they had their ninja headbands blowing in the wind. They thought, the government can't shoot all of us. Some of us have to get into Area 51. And it turned out all of them were a bunch of pussies, and they just ended up having a stupid, shitty music festival just outside of Area 51 because they were fucking cowards. Anyway, the general idea is it was a secret base where they did experiments, and everybody thought that that was actually where they were containing all the ideas of aliens. No, it was not just a base for Americans to actually test out aviation pilots. Apparently it's where actually one of the bomber planes, the B-52, originated, and possibly the weather balloons that did crash in Roswell might have come from there too, because it was an aviation base. So it wasn't definitely about trying out new technology away from prying eyes. But conspiracy theorists don't believe that. Conspiracy theorists believe that inside Area 51, they have... I'm gonna need to fill this one, aren't I? Yes, because it needs to be fully green. The government is hiding from you the truth. The truth, of course, being... Little grey men with tentacles. Many, many tentacles. Just like in Men in Black and also Independence Day, I suppose. And they have giant black eyes that kind of make them look like anime characters. I'm not gonna lie. The Greys, big old bug eyes, kind of cute, kind of look like children. Big old white toothy smiles that make them less attractive. They'd be like, meh, give me your blood. Not so attractive. The big old eyes, pretty damn cute though. There you go, the Greys. Normally they're actually humanoid. I added the tentacles because I like Independence Day. Much more scary and terrifying to me. I want my alien waifu. My alien waifu. I feel you. We could have some alien waifus if only the government wasn't hiding them from us. Anyway, a lot of people think that, yeah, Area 51 contains proof of aliens and also, I don't know, probably spaceships that look like cowboy hats, which I really liked that they kind of included in Nope. That was kind of sick. Boop, boop, boop. With, I don't know, they normally have like bright lights on them too. Ba, 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 ba. Ba. Ba, 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 ba. And green, you gotta get that green in there. Alien green is important because of the reptile people. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, they think they had taco hat. How dare you? Alien looks like a goldfish that was strangled by seaweed. Look, I have never called myself an artist. This is here. The drawings are here to make this even more stupid. If only I had comedy music, but I don't. So yeah, they think that, and also, let's add one more thing because it will connect to our next one. One of the most famous government conspiracy kind of things. Can you guess what it is? Who else comes out of Area 51? Why, of course, with that tiny little itty bitty snatched fuck. Shit fuck. Damn it, that looked good. I liked that tiny little itty bitty snatched waist. There we go. We are the men in black. Galaxy defenders. How do you make shit? Suddenly realizing it's going to be hard to make a skin tone. I am not an artist. That'll do, sure. They're all very pale, I'd imagine. Except for Will Smith, who is a member of the Men in Black. Sometimes they have black hats on that are very fedora-like too. And always sunglasses. But that doesn't look like sunglasses. But you get the general idea. Boy, apparently work out of Area 51 as well, since they hide everything there. Carl Heisenberg, Oppenheimer, fucking son of a bitch. Look, man, anybody in a black suit can be a man in black. There are also famous stories of people being confused for men in black for no serious reason other than just they were wearing black suits. Anyway, yes, the whole idea of Area 51 is that, no, it's not just an Air Force base. It's not just where America is testing out new technology. Instead, they're hiding aliens, spacecraft, and the Men in Black come out of there to scare people into being silent. It's Goku with shades. Well, you see, this is the funny thing. You know what? We'll go on to the Men in Black. Oh, wait, I have to rate this one first. Area 51. I mean, believability. Actually pretty high for this one. I mean, boop, 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 boop. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 tinfoil hats. The thing about this one is it's heavily based in reality. Area 51 is a place. And literally, it was at one point classified place that was not allowed to appear on any maps, and nobody was allowed to know the location of, because at one point they were definitely doing experiments for brand new technology that they didn't want any other country to know about. So it was a secure location that was classified that no one was allowed into, where they were hiding things. However, I'm not going to give it the 5th tinfoil hat, because that would suggest that I do believe all this crazy shit about like them having aliens and them having wreckage from spacecraft and the MIB and shit. Like, I mean, even with all the things that's come out of, like, what are they now, UAPs rather than UFOs recently, where it's like, oh, so many people have seen them and they seem actually credible. I don't necessarily think that means that aliens have actually visited us. I think that just means that there are things that we don't understand, which could be, you know, aliens. They could be extraterrestrial, or it could just be other countries like working on their own things that we can't understand the physics of just yet. or even just natural phenomena that we don't understand. There's things like ball lightning. There's all kinds of weirdness in this world that we're still like, we don't quite know how. We didn't even understand plasma until like the last 20 years. We thought we just had solid liquids and gases. So yeah, that's my personal opinion on it. I'm sure that there are UAPs, and I'm sure that there are very qualified individuals who have seen them. However, I don't think that necessarily means that the government knows for a fact we've been visited by aliens, or that we have crashed flight craft, or any of that. It could be. So yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. And yeah, Area 51 for sure is a real place where they study shit like that and study things going further. But who knows? What if an alien is watching you in this chat right now, Fulgur? It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope you abduct me, because probing sounds fun. Anyway, on to... Wait, what else was there? Oh shit, yeah. Entertainment of Area 51. People have kind of ruined it, honestly. I mean, in the past, like, I would have given this one like a 3 out of 5. It's like, not bad. Why is that one above the... Get over there. Fuck you. Silly frog. I would... Fuck, that one's wrong too. There. I would have given this one like a 3 out of 5 frogs, because it was cool. And then a bunch of idiots showed up and were trying to Naruto run into it, and nobody did it. Everybody was a coward. And so everybody knew about Area 51, and now it's just like, everybody knows exactly where it is. And I mean, there's other classified locations. There's Area 51, just kind of meh now. Just kind of meh. Good chance secretly an alien from Area 51. You can't prove it, and I won't go back. Anyway. Yeah, entertainment, 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 gay frogs. Believability, 4 out of 5 hats. Tinfoil hats. Not bad at all. Should I wear a tinfoil hat for this? You know what? I'm going to wear a tinfoil hat for this. Let me just duplicate this hat over here. I don't want them cutting off this stream while I'm in the middle of it. So I need to make sure my brainwaves are protected. There we go. Perfect. Now we're safe. You guys want a tinfoil hat, chat? I can, you know what? I'll give you guys a tinfoil hat too. Here you go. Your one you're going to barely be able to see, but I promise it's up there protecting you. I don't want to cut off the chat too much. You need to be able to see what kind of beautiful, messed up ideas you guys are coming up with. Okay. Area 51. Done. Not bad. Not a bad one at all. Not a great one, though. Was great at one time. Inspired many of the thoughts that people had in the future. But yeah, a little bit boring compared to some of the more fun that we have recently. Okay, these are our hats, so those don't get deleted, but everything else does. Goodbye. We go on to something new. Okay. Area 51. What do you guys think? What should our next conspiracy theory be? We've touched on some other ones that we could dive deeper into. We could dive into the Men in Black. We could dive into the Greys. And the Greys and Men in Black are kind of connected. We could double that shit up. The Drowns. Lizard people. Backrooms. The Backrooms isn't really a conspiracy theory. It's more a creepypasta. Yeah. Backrooms, very good. Wait, why isn't it grab? There we go. Backrooms is a very good creepypasta, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily a conspiracy theory. Do people actually believe in the Backrooms? Is that a thing? I really hope not. Yo, okay. I like that one. This one I can talk about for ages. Pyramids were made by the aliens. So let's correct that. Let's expand that. Rather than just doing the pyramids were made by aliens, let's talk in general about ancient aliens, which is actually one of my favorite ones. Okay, so do I draw an Earth for this? No, I know what I draw for this. Okay, we start with a fish. We always start with a we start with underwater. And then we're going to have a red arrow. Boop, boop. Oh, which means I do need to do a little. Okay, give me time, chat. Give me time. We'll get there. Do that and then fill it. That's our ocean. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean this way. Then fill it. And then a nice sandy beach. What color is sand? The sudden realize, I guess it's kind of yellowish. That'll do. Okay. Fuck. Now what color do I do a fish when the ocean is blue? You know what? Banana color. Bluish green. Mermaid color. That'll do. Okay. So, general idea of ancient aliens isn't necessarily... It starts like way back at the general idea that some people think that rather than... Fuck, that doesn't look like a fish. Fishes have smaller tails than that. That'll do. That'll do perfectly. But we started off as fishy and then eventually turned into lizard people. We're back to the lizard people. Lizard people with our little fish tails crawling onto land as evolution do, with little red tongues sticking out our faces, tasting the environment. I don't know. That's way too big, but you get the idea. We eventually developed legs, walked onto land, grew lungs, and became terrestrial creatures. Evolution, essentially. However, some of the ancient alien people do not believe that shit at all and think that instead... This is going to look like a TMNT rather than an alien, and I'm fine with that. Ooh, becoming peace. But there was some sort of alien species with big old black eyes as usual. Grays or greens, it doesn't matter. They all have those same giant alien eyes and big old toothy smiles. Who did something to our evolutionary chain, probably turning monkey. Return to monkey. Monkey have short legs and long arms into hippos. Naked monkeys. Monkeys without so much hair. I'm just gonna do a fucking that thing. That'll do. Into humans. So yeah. Actually, this was also more dramatized in the movie Prometheus, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. But the general idea is, for a long time, evolution took a long time, to the point of like Homo sapiens and stuff, and Homo erectus. Like between the different stages of evolution, it took us a long time to get from like one stage to another stage. And then all of a sudden, in the last like 100,000 years or so, humanity just completely dominated the earth and took over. And people don't really know why. There are theories. The main confirming, what do you call it? The main like believed theory. The most believed theory is the general idea that, like the original legend of Prometheus, harnessing fire and giving it to humanity, the fact that we learned to use fire both as a weapon and as a tool gave us an evolutionary advantage to the fact that we could now see at night and, most importantly, cook food. So suddenly we were able to hunt meat, cook food, not get as many parasites, and not get as much like pain in our tummy, consume more calories, and in general make ourselves safer and better able to grow and flourish. And then we began taking over the world as we had a lot more chances for evolution and spreading. That is the general theory, but what we know for sure is that, yeah, in the last 100,000 years or so, there's been like a huge jump from like where we are now to where we were in the past, and it's only been speeding up. A lot of the ancient alien theorists believe that actually that was caused by aliens coming down to the earth and saying like, hey, we like you guys. We're going to give you some technology. We're going to interbreed with you. We'll maybe do some experiments with you. We'll probe you a little bit, change your evolutionary DNA a little bit, and be like, hey, now you're cool. Now you're a little bit us. Now you're more advanced. And a lot of the theories about this do come from, because pyramids were made by aliens. They also think that like the Nazca lines were made by aliens, and Stonehenge. Anything essentially that was like hard to build, they're like, no, it can't be that people worked on this for ages and put their whole lives into this. There is that famous story in China about like the old man who started carving his way through a mountain knowing he was never going to be able to achieve it, but someday his children might be able to. But yeah, general idea was there's no way humans could have built things like the pyramids with their shiny capstones, which have been plundered and stolen away, and all of the writing that used to be around here has been broken off and deteriorated over time. But that aliens must have done that, because there's no way humans could have achieved that. And also there's cool things like, oh god, I wish I could bring up an image of it, but it would definitely be copyrighted. There's this one cool image that people use from like ancient Egyptian murals, where like the way that they used to stretch their skulls with different, they put metal rings essentially on their heads while they were still young, so it would make their skulls stretch out. And so there's a bunch of different murals of like in Egypt and Africa of people with skulls like that, which people think look like xenomorphy kind of aliens. And they also like not only have that, but there's this one great image that people attest to a lot, where it's supposed to be a depiction of a god like giving enlightenment and energy, but one of those kinds of images, and then they're holding something that essentially looks like this with two swirling lines going down the middle. And what that's supposed to be is probably like some sort of symbolism for enlightenment, or you know, passion, creativity, the gods giving souls enlightenment, intelligence to humanity. And instead people see that and they're like, oh, but it kind of looks like a modern day light bulb, doesn't it? So there are people who see the murals of people with stretched out skulls like that doing things like holding out a filament, and well, holding out something like this, and they're like, it looks exactly like a light bulb from nowadays. That's aliens shine off light bulbs. A light bulb. And also like some really good like ancient technological things where, or ancient murals and things where they have like armored bodies kind of things. It kind of looks like they're made out of rock, and then there's openings in the front that show like a human face on the inside, but then everything else is very blocky and metallic. And I mean, those were like depictions of gods, which could have been like warriors wearing armor or any kind of other thing. But people see those kind of depictions and they're like, it looks just like a modern day spacesuit. It's a modern day space that they've got to be talking about. It's time travel or aliens. They're wearing spacesuits. That's proof of it. When, you know, anything you find is a cave painting. Art is up to interpretation. Hey, Mika, why are you exposing Ren's life right now? Ren isn't that ancient. Ren only appeared here a couple, like almost a year ago. Ren isn't an ancient alien. He's just a chill alien. Oh my god. As an Egyptian, our ancestors are indeed aliens, and they built the pyramids using their alien superpowers. I can't argue with that. I mean, if you're saying so, it has to be true. I can't deny it. Now, entertainment value for the ancient alien theory. Look, I've got a bias. I have admitted to this bias many times. I fucking love the ancient alien theory. I am giving this one 5 gay frogs. Absolutely 5 out of 5 gay frogs. Pure entertainment value. Such a great sci-fi story. Also connects to some crazy shit. I mean, technically the ancient alien theory would also lead into like, I won't say it. No, I'm not going to say it. But you could lead that into any other kind of thing with like souls being reincarnated. The general idea of like aliens visiting our Earth and giving us a little kickstart to our evolution. The movie Prometheus, where they like take the black goo and then break themselves down and rewrite our DNA. That kind of shit's all really cool. I like that. It's got a lot of good science fiction fun into it. Isekai? Nah, not isekai. That would be like Chariot of the Gods kind of shit. Believability. I mean, Here's the thing, they're ancient aliens. The fact that they've managed to, like, how many seasons does the show Ancient Aliens have? Probably like 1 billion. Like, they talk about not just the pyramids, they talk about Nazca Lines, they talk about Stonehenge, they talk about any kind of ancient superstructure. They're like, oh, humans couldn't have done that. So, and then they do like all of these kinds of things with images that look like people wearing astronaut suits or look like aliens giving us technology. And then there's the whole like 100,000 years of evolution really flew out of nowhere. Like, believability, I don't think it's necessarily believable, but I also don't, like, if it got revealed as something true, I'll give it 3. I'll give it 3. There's a lot of things where you're just like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard. But at the same time, with the time frame we're kind of working of, we don't have history records back to then. And even if it wasn't like literal aliens, the whole idea of like a planet being seeded, what if an ancient planet like got hit by a supernova or blew up or just, you know, crashed somewhere, a meteor goes flying off into space, on that meteor happens to be some bacteria, some single-celled organisms. Those things rain down onto the earth in like meteor form, fall into our oceans, and boom, that's changed our DNA too. You don't know that it has to be somebody like coming to our planet and changing things. It could be an absolute accident where just like, hey, some life from an extraterrestrial origin rained down on Earth and changed our evolutionary period forever. Ancient aliens, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Who fucking knows? I don't believe it. At the same time, it's entertaining as fucking, you know. Who's going to necessarily say that it didn't happen? Was water alien? Technically, if you want to get into it, when the Earth was originally formed, it was just a hunk of rock because water was all ice and would not get attracted to our magnetosphere so easily. Water actually eventually came to the Earth and turned us into the blue orb that we are today through meteors. That's very true. So yes, water is alien. Water is extraterrestrial. It rained down on the Earth long after it was formed and then turned into a blue ball, which eventually created the Earth's crust. Anyway, moving on. Believe it, you know what? Maybe I should knock it down to a 2. Yeah, I'll knock it down to a 2 because obviously the idea of possibly extraterrestrial something happening that affected our evolution is kind of believable, kind of possible at least. But the whole idea that like aliens came down specifically and like built the pyramids, the Nazca Lines, the pyramids that pointed specifically like to specific star constellations and like all these murals and stuff, like it gets less believable the more you lean into the people that are like, here's all the evidence, which is, you know, kind of silly after all that point. Yeah, we'll go with 2 out of 5 tinfoil hats. That works for me. 5 out of 5 gay frogs though. I'm not backing down on that. Ancient aliens is one of the most fun things to explore. Get rid of these. Okay, what other kind of conspiracy theories y'all want to dive into? I'm gonna restart my comment grabber because it's currently dead because you guys commented too much. This is fun. I love that we're finally doing this. Okay, and let me make a new one of these. What color is it going to come out? No, you go black. I like black background. There we go. Okay. Atlanta. Oh, that's a lot of Atlantis. Holy shit. Simulation theory? Ooh. Mandela effect or the Illuminati? There's a lot of ones to choose. People still want to do birds aren't real. See, the problem with the birds aren't real one is that the kid that actually started the birds aren't real hoax came out and admitted that it's a hoax. And it was like, okay, you know what? Fine. Tinfoil hats on. Let's do this. We'll do this. This is fine. This is fine. Birds aren't real. Why did I capitalize? Ah, fuck it. Birds aren't real. So, the general idea of this theory was there are so many fucking tiny birds in the wild. What are they up to? What are they doing? I'm gonna make this one a little Tweety bird. The general consensus is that birds came from dinosaurs. And frankly, I don't even believe dinosaurs are real. I think those were created by satanic scientists who didn't want you to believe that the Earth was in fact created 6,000 years ago by God within 3 days? Fuck, I don't remember Christian creation story anymore. Fuck. That just proved that I don't actually believe that. Fuck. Anyway, birds evolved from dinosaurs, which makes zero sense because birds are fucking shit compared to dinosaurs. They're terrible, tiny little bitches. And 7 days there. Yeah, well, technically 6. On the 7th day, he rested. Anyway, it's been a while, guys. I haven't been to Catholic school since I was 12. So yeah, general idea. Birds came from dinosaurs. They evolved. They learned to fly. Everything was good in the world. Meteor hit. Dinosaurs went kasplat. Let's have, like, I can't draw Sephiroth, but I mean, sexy man Sephiroth came along and he casted Meteor. What? That's not red. Fuck you. Twist it. There we go. He casted Meteor, which destroyed the dinosaurs, created a giant plume of smoke and carbon monoxide that blocked out the sun and cast our world into an ice age, and the dinosaurs died. Sexy man? Yeah, sexy man Sephiroth. He casted Meteor. He ended the dinosaurs single-handedly. That's a fact. Anyway. The theory goes that none of this is true. Even the Sephiroth part of all things. That's rude. And that actually birds are I don't know how to signify this. I don't know. A cog, I guess. And I guess wires. All created by the government. Birds aren't real. They're actually drones created by the government that fly around and surveil us. They're little cameras. That's what I should have drawn a fucking camera. That would have been much better. They're, you know, taking videos of us and surveilling us. Sure, that'll do. Kind of looks like a camera. For how do I draw the government? The White House, I guess. I don't know what the White House looks like. Fuck. I've only lived here a few years. It's I know it has like a dome here, right? I don't know. Does that work? Sure. The White House. Fuck. Okay, back up on that. For the government, anyway. The idea is that they're surveilling us with birds. Birds don't exist. They're just little camera drones that take pictures of us. And see, the problem with this one... Now, don't get me wrong. Okay. First, let's dive into entertainment value. This one's pretty good because it's pretty fucking stupid. And you can prove this is a lie very easily. You know how? Just go get a bird. Have you ever eaten chicken? You know what chicken is? Bird. Meat. You cut that shit open. It's not wires. Just go catch some pigeons. You're like, oh, that's definitely a drone. Catch some of them. Cut them open. Kind of fucked up of you. But at the same time, you've just proven that birds exist. It's that easy. The entertainment value of this one is actually, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 gay frogs. Because you see, the person who created this back in 2017, I believe, was a 17-year-old kid who for years went on to say that he completely believed it and it was 100% true. And the thing was, even though it was very clearly a joke and stupid fun, the media started reporting on it as if it was serious and were like, oh, you look at all these dumb people, they actually believe that birds aren't real. And there probably were some actual people who believed that birds weren't real and that we were being surveyed. It's recent? Yeah, no, it's recent. The kid only came out in 2021 and actually admitted that, yeah, no, it was actually a way of him to show the kind of things that Generation Z have to go through every day. The fact that misinformation is so easily taken by the media and shoved down their throats, taken by idiots trying to make out a profit and shoved down their throats on YouTube and on TikTok. He did this as a way to show everybody how the internet lets misinformation spread so fucking ridiculously fast, and it gets shoved down Gen Z's throat, who are just trying to grow up as, you know, humans with easily moldable brains. And the fact that a 17-year-old kid did this is pretty amazing to me. So for that reason, it's a 3 out of 5 gay frogs. The fact that he made this as a joke and was like, I bet you the media will be dumb enough to pick this up. And the media did pick it up and act like it was a serious thing that people believed is amazing. However, the fact that the original creator of the birds aren't real theory has come out and said that it isn't real means that believability... Oh, that's frog. Whoops. Yeah, straight up, like, zero tinfoil hats. I mean, literally the person who created the theory was like, yeah, nah, it's fake. But I mean, it taught a good lesson. It was kind of like, what do you call that? An art project, I guess? Like, it was like an art installation demonstration kind of thing where the kid was just like, this is so dumb. God, we get so much bullshit shoved down our throats. The media is failing and grasping at straws whenever it can. Social experiment. Thank you. It was a social experiment, essentially. So, yeah. I give that one a 0 out of 5 tinfoil hats for believability, but a 3 out of 5 for entertainment value. For the fact that a Gen Z kid was like, the media is fucking stupid, controlled by boomers, and always tries to make Gen Z look stupid as well as millennials. And I'm going to show them how dumb they actually are by manipulating them and making them put on the fucking news a bunch of dumb shit. Like your bird art, though? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the bird art. Yeah, let me get the text out of the way so you guys can see it better. But yeah, no, that was the birds aren't real conspiracy theory, which, yeah, was genuinely just a 17-year-old kid having fun and pointing out how fucked up it is to grow nowadays, where not only like TikTok and YouTube spread misinformation, but also the media will pick it up because they know it'll be a big news story, especially if they can turn it into a news story where it's literally us against them kind of thing for like, oh, your kids are stupid. They're spending too much time on TikTok. They don't understand the world. They think the birds aren't real. God damn it. All their video games are rotting their brains. They don't understand the world anymore. Back in my day. So yeah, that was a good one, actually. Good one for entertainment value, but not really a conspiracy theory since, you know, they already kind of gave up on it. Let me close these old ones. I didn't realize these were still open. Thought I was making a brand new one every time, but I was actually not at all. Fuck you. Go away. There we go. Okay. Birds aren't real is done. Oop. What do you guys want to discuss next? See if I can reload this comment grabber. We truly are blessed with art today. I'm not sure if blessed is the right answer. Is the right term. But we certainly do have art today. Oh, what a good time for chat to die. Okay, I'll come up with the next one. I have a huge list of them here. I saw a lot of people saying about, like, lizard people, the greys, moon landing. Oh, now we're back. Oh, we're back. Hello, chat. Dragons were real. I mean, who's to say they weren't? We might just not have found a full skeleton yet. Technically, when you look at fucking pterodactyls and pterosaurs in general, the flying dinosaurs, they're basically dragons. I mean, who's to say one of those didn't survive till, like, the Middle Ages? And we didn't have knights fighting giant flying dinosaurs and then, you know, drawing them as dragons. Who fucking knows? Skinwalkers is not a conspiracy theory. Okay, you know what? Just because so many people are interested, I've seen so many cryptids being brought up. We will do cryptids on a different day. I know a lot about a lot of different cryptids. So yeah, eventually we'll come back to cryptids and we'll discuss cryptids and legends and mythological creatures. Unicorns? Again, not conspiracy theories. The Avril theory? Okay. We'll go through that one quickly. I'm not even going to draw anything for that one. Let me grab that comment. I'm just going to go through that one really quickly because that one's not... Oh, simulation. Okay, we'll come to that one in a second. There we go. Save said it. So the Avril theory, we're going to get through this one quickly because it involves a real person. I'm probably not supposed to talk about this, but it's a joke. The Avril theory is that Avril Lavigne actually passed away in like 2003 just because she disappeared for a few years and stopped making music and, you know, lived her life for a little while she had a ton of money and was doing pretty good. She just disappeared for a few years, and when she came back, people were like, nah, that's not her. She's been replaced. The actual Avril Lavigne passed away and she's been switched out for a body double. And her music style changed a bit, and everybody... Taylor Swift's music style changes literally every album. So does her fashion choices. It doesn't mean it's a different person. I prefer like the Elvis theory, man. The Elvis theory where Elvis faked his death because just there were so many Elvis impersonators out there. Everybody feels like they'd seen Elvis after that and was like, nah, he faked his death. He's out there in the world. It's fine. That's so sad. I mean, they do that with like every celebrity as well. Yeah, somebody just said Paul McCartney. What's that? Blah, 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 blah. This one is so funny to me. It's funny to us. It's probably not as funny to Avril Lavigne and her family. Same for Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney, long before he actually passed away, they decided that he had died already and they'd replaced him with a body double. One of the funny things about that is that the Beatles actually ended up leaning into that and fucking with people. For example, at the beginning of one of their albums, they actually, if you play it backwards, there's some sounds at the beginning of the album where you play it backwards, it goes for Paul is dead, miss him, miss him, miss him. Like, it sounds really creepy, and it sounds like the words Paul is dead, miss him, miss him, miss him. It was really weird, and I think they did that just to fuck with people. I can't imagine that was just a coincidence that the sound sounded like that backwards. But yeah, there's a bunch of weird theories about like Paul McCartney, Avril Lavigne, Elvis, all kinds of other people. Any celebrity that suddenly has like a big change or anything like that. And then there's also the theories about like Keanu Reeves being a vampire and certain other celebrities because it just looks like they haven't aged in like the last 10 to 20 years. Plus the fact that then you can go back and find like Renaissance paintings that look like Keanu Reeves. Like if you search Keanu Reeves as a vampire right now, go ahead, Google it. You will find like not only pictures of him like 20 years ago where he looks pretty much the same, but then also like paintings from like the 1900s and the 1800s and the 1500s that just happen to look like Keanu Reeves. And people are like, there you go, he's a vampire. He's been around here the whole time. Sure, Keanu is partially immortal. Let's go. Okay. One thing that the other person said, I can't remember who said this, but somebody leaned into simulation theory. And this one is actually quite simple and, you know, quite fun. So, in simulation theory, the idea of the creation of a universe starts with absolutely nothing. This. And then, for some reason that nobody understands or can explain, boom, and then, boom, white. In fact, you know what? This should also be, it'd be white hot at the center, but then it would slowly turn yellow and red. The Big Bang Theory. The idea that the creation of the universe, which is not very contested, most people genuinely believe this theory now, due to, like, you know, cosmic radiation, the fact that everything in the universe is moving away from a central point, which you can check by the blue and red light shifts in the visible light spectrum, background radiation and all that shit. We can genuinely see the general direction that the universe began in and which direction it's moving away from each other, and that makes it scary in and of itself, because guess what, boys and girls? That means as time goes on, every single universe, every single galaxy is getting farther and farther and farther away from each other. A couple billion years ago, we may have been much closer to each other, but as time goes on, we are moving further away from each other. The longer it takes us to develop interstellar travel, the further we'll be away from each other and the less chance there is of us reaching other galaxies and other universes. Let's not forget entropy. Oh yeah, eventually the heat death of the universe is going to occur. Everything's going to run out of energy. Everything's going to get cold to the point of absolute zero. Not even molecules, not even single atoms are going to be able to vibrate anymore, and everything's going to die. Anyway. Okay, the reverse of that is some people think that will turn into a big crunch and create another big bang, and the universe will reset itself. And maybe that's how the multiverse happens. Maybe the multiverse is like, if time is the fourth dimension, if time is the fourth dimension and the big bang and big crunch theory is true and everything eventually comes back together and then big bangs again and creates a brand new universe, maybe that's the multiverse, and maybe that's why everything can happen in a multiverse, because it already has happened in the past, and yeah, we're just continuously big banging. Who knows? Anyway, sounds chill. I mean, honestly, yeah. We're never going to live to that anyway. Our planet won't live to that anyway, let alone the fact of any of us living now, or probably the human race essentially as itself. Anyway, simulation theory says that, well, it may have happened actually, but we're going to put a big X through it anyway for the fun of it, because I like doing big X's during theories. And we are going to say that actually, our universe, everything you've ever known and loved, everything you've ever seen in the night sky, our giant Milky Way. How do I guess that's how you draw galaxies. Maybe like a more pinkish purplish hue. Yeah. One of these where it's like a bunch of things swirling together. Yeah. Boom, 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 and then maybe a white one. Blah, 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 blah. Galaxies are oddly shaped. And a red one. Maybe purplish red. Yeah, hot magenta pink. Okay. So everything you've ever known and loved, everything that's ever existed in our reality, boop, 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 is actually on somebody's computer. Everything that has ever existed since the Big Bang, since the beginning, the dawn of civilization, is just a simulation. And there are actually there's no way to disprove this one, which is pretty damn funny. Because technically, if you get a computer strong enough, like we already have Sims, we already have other simulations of things. The better we get at video games, the better we get at like quantum computing, the better we get at like visualizing different things. We realize that life could essentially be a simulation on some alien monstrosity's creation, or even humanity's creation. We could all be fake, and this could be a simulated version of a universe, either used to like test theories, or as a video game, or for entertainment, or for anything. We have no fucking clue. The simple fact is you can't disprove this one, because the laws of reality, the laws that bind us, we're just not able to fully understand yet. However, things like gravity, things like the simple building blocks of the universe that we are able to understand, we could 100% program into a computer. It's all mathematics. That's how quantum mechanics works. We have to work it out through mechanics and science and mathematics. Therefore, all of that could be programmed into a strong enough computer with enough memory and enough RAM. We can't disprove that the simulation theory is wrong, because we wouldn't know. We'd be part of the simulation. And yeah, there's no real reason to like disprove this one or think about it, because it doesn't change the fact that we exist in this universe and within this space. And all that we will ever know is this space. And actually, oh god, that's a spoiler for a game that I really love. Okay, I won't mention the name of the game. There's a video game which actually leans into simulation theory, which is really fucking cool, that I really like. But yeah, the basic idea is we're a computer program, whether we're being used to like scientifically map things, whether we're being used to test theories about the universe, whether we're being used as entertainment for either some futuristic race or some incredible alien or godlike creatures that we will never understand, that are just laughing at us slowly turn from little blobby fish into little lizards on the sand, and then into monkeys, and then into people's. So we're AI. Technically, I mean, AI is artificial intelligence, but when you think about it, intelligence and AI are pretty much undifferentiated once they get to a certain level. So, I mean, yeah, in this case, we would be AI. We would have been created by someone else. But if you believe in God, then we're technically AI anyway. We're intelligence that was created by a higher being. That's AI, artificial intelligence. Something that's made in God's image, something that is made artificially to be similar to that. Yeah, that's fun. I think I know which game you're talking about because it's one of my favorite games ever. Yeah, I love the entire series of games, even though I haven't played the last one, and the one before the last one was kind of shit. But I loved like the first like 4 or 5 games in that series. They were really good. Existential Crisis, let's go. But yeah, if you can figure out like the game series I'm talking about, I think a lot of people know. Anyway, I just don't want to say it because yeah, I think that revelation comes out like midway through that game. If I remember, in fact, maybe like the 75% point of that game, and it's like, oh, that's fucking cool. Yeah, if you played it, you know. Yeah. Can you please share it later? Oh god. You know what? I'll put it in the text box. As soon as I drop it in the text box, everybody just spam, I don't know, simulation. Everybody spam simulation. If you want to know what the game is, then look in the text box right now as I drop in the name of the game. Otherwise, just look away for like 5 seconds. It'll get swept up by everybody saying simulation. There, okay. You ready? Simulation. Spam simulation. Come on, chat. I know you've got it in you. There we go. It's speeding up a bit now. Yeah. Okay, I'm dropping it now. Nice. Okay. If you want to know what the name of that game is, where they drop like the simulation theory, like it's a big revelation in the game where you're like, oh, we're not real kind of thing. But yeah, okay. That's enough simulation spam. Thank you, chat. If you want to scroll up, you can go and see it. Really good twist in that game. Really surprising. And yeah, simulation theory is something that I quite like because like I said, we can't disprove it, and even if it does get proven, it doesn't really change anything. This is our existence. In the game, they have a fun way of like working around it that I won't spoil, but yeah, interesting. That's a game on Steam. I'm not sure if it's on Steam. It's on like the PlayStation's things. But yeah, it's a fun game. That whole series of games was really good up until like the second to last one. I haven't played the newest one yet. Maybe I will someday. That's definitely some Black Mirror stuff. Yeah! The one good episode of the new season of Black Mirror kind of went into that as well. The one that was like about Netflix, even though it wasn't Netflix. I forgot what they called it. But it was a similar thing where it was, I mean, even fucking, what? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. This would have been so much easier to explain if I just did this. 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1. Matrix. The Matrix is all about fucking simulation theory. Shit. So yeah, simulation theory could also be very simply explained as you didn't take the red pill, you got fucked up. We're stuck in the Matrix. Of course, in the Matrix, we're being like used as batteries, which makes 0 fucking sense. But anyway, yeah, the general idea is that we've been put into a simulation where everything seems kind of similar. And that's actually one of the parts of simulation theory as well, is there are occasionally like glitches in the Matrix, as they call them, where we feel like things have already happened before, the deja vu kind of feeling. Plus, just weird shit like people with superpowers, like things that you catch on camera occasionally where like reality bends a little bit, things fuck up, things in the universe don't seem to go quite right. The Mandela effect. In fact, we can go into the Mandela effect as the next one. But yeah, like glitches in the simulation. A lot of people use those as excuses or supposed evidence that we're living in a simulation. Even though if we were living in a perfect simulation, those wouldn't happen. They'd be a feature, not a bug. But yeah, we can go into the Mandela effect. Oh, before we do that, I need to rate this one. Simulation theory, entertainment, honestly, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 gay frogs. Oh, that's 4. I can't count. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 gay frogs. It's pretty damn entertaining. You know, the idea that we're all in a simulation and we can't disprove it is pretty damn funny. Because it also adds to the whole, like, does anything matter? Oh God, if we're in a simulation, who gives a fuck? It's our reality. It's what we're in. But then it does also lead to crazy shit like the Matrix, where it's like, could you hack the simulation? Could you change reality? Chan doesn't like the Matrix. I liked the first Matrix. I feel like the first Matrix should have been it. After that point, they went a little wild with things. It was a very incredibly made movie, very technological, on point. The fact that it brought back cyberpunk at a time where cyberpunk was dead was incredible. Suddenly everybody wanted a flip phone and everybody wanted a black leather jacket that was super long, like down to their knees. It had style. It was technologically incredible. Some of the visual effects that they used for the movie were absolutely incredible. Matrix 1, amazing. Also, yeah, Keanu Reeves, always good. A lot of ideas that started there that like led to a lot of people being more interested in philosophy as well. Like everybody doing the whole, there is no spoon kind of thing. Like people starting to get to the idea of I think, therefore I am, you think, therefore I am, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, popularizing simulation theory. All of that, pretty damn cool. Then they just kept going. Maybe don't do that. maybe don't do that. But yeah, entertainment, 3 out of 5. Can turn into some fun stories. We can't disprove it. It could be reality. So yeah, also believability. You know, I'm giving this one a straight like 5 out of 5. Go ahead, try to disprove it. You can't. You just literally can't. Everything that we know about the universe, you know, we've worked so hard to figure out the rules of the universe, our existence, where we came from. None of that can take away from the general idea of we are in a simulation. It's a 5 out of 5 believability. And it doesn't affect any of our universe because we're in the simulation. We're just part of it. So yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's fun because of that. I like it because of that. Let's move on to a different conspiracy theory, which can also be considered a part of simulation theory. Which people mentioned in chat. I'll go briefly on this one because I think everybody knows this one anyway at this point. Which is the Mandela effect. Does this count as a conspiracy? No, it doesn't really. You know what? Yeah, no, we'll just talk about that one as part of the simulation theory. Mandela effect, essentially, like, the most famous one was like a children's book that everybody... God, I don't know how to draw this. Let's just put this right here. And then a line. And then I don't have nearly enough space to write the actual thing, but fine. There. The Berenstain Bears. Make that the entire book, actually. And I can't fucking change the size of it. Lovely. There we go. But yeah, there was a children's book way back called The Berenstain Bears, I believe. And everybody on the internet suddenly got very confused because everybody had remembered it without the second I, right? Berenstain. I think they'd remembered it I-N-E rather than I-E-I-N. But yeah, they thought it was the Berenstain Bears rather than Berenstain Bears. A lot of people online all had this same misconception. Berenstain versus Berenstain. Oh, Stain versus Stein. Okay. Stain. Thank you. I didn't remember the exact details, but yeah. The general idea is there was a children's book like way long ago called the Berenstain Bears. And for some reason, everybody online had decided it was named the Berenstain Bears. People were like, no, I'm sure it was the Berenstain Stein. Okay. People online were sure that it was called the Berenstain Bears. And when they Googled it and looked up what the book was actually called, it was called the Berenstain Bears. And everybody swore on their goddamn lives. When they were a child, they'd read the Berenstain Bears, not the it's reversed. Oh, fuck. Let me Google this right now. Let me confirm my facts. Maybe I am in the Matrix. Okay, it is Berenstain Bears. It's not Berenstain Bears. Everybody thought it was Berenstain Bears. Okay, reverse the arrow. Shit. Oh, fuck. Why can't I? Oh, because it's on the text one. God damn it. So yeah, everybody thought it was Berenstain Bears, but it was actually the Berenstain Bears. Oh my god. Why are we like this? The Looney Tune brown look, man. But yeah, that's the Mandela effect. It's where you're sure that something was one thing, and a lot of people often agree, and it turns out that actually, no, in reality, it was something else. So yeah. They think that that's like a glitch in the Matrix, essentially, where we've moved to a slightly different dimension kind of thing. That gets dropped a lot as well. The idea that we've like changed world. Like if you've seen, what's it called? Steins Gate. They have that thing that checks which universe you're in. They have like the number thing that can tell you exactly which universe you're in at any time. The idea is like you've shifted parallel worlds where suddenly everybody thinks one thing was supposed to be one way, but it was a different way. Same thing happened to Pikachu's tail. Yeah, everybody thinks like the black mark on Pikachu's tail is one way when it's actually a different way. Can we make a vote? What would we make a vote for? Like the Monopoly guy? Yeah, the Monopoly guy and like the Pringles guy got confused a lot. And so some people think he has a monocle when he actually doesn't. Shit like that. Also, some food brands are named and people are sure it was spelled another way. Yeah, it's just things like that. But it happens a lot where like people will go online and talk about these things. And a lot of people will be like, oh, no, I thought it was that way too. Are you kidding me? It's always been the other way? Yeah. CA. Guntito. Is because we're actually in a simulation? Could be. Or it could be a multiverse thing and we just change parallel universes every now and then. We slip into a universe where actually it was the Berenstain Bears the whole time and not the Berenstain Bears. Things like that. That's a fun little theory. It also led into some really good creepypastas for things like, if you've ever read Children of Candle Cove, but that's technically not really a Mandela effect thing, but it's one of those things where suddenly a bunch of people remember a children's story that actually never existed, a children's TV show that never existed, and then it turns out it did exist and it was haunting and terrifying and trying to steal their souls and stuff. But that is also, at the beginning, it seems like a Mandela effect kind of thing where everybody's like, did that show really exist? No, that's too terrifying. That can't be real. And then a bunch of people being like, oh, no, I remember that when I was a child too. Not a knife. This is a knife. God damn it. And then they made it into an actual show. Yeah, I liked that show. It was pretty okay. Well, it was okay. It wasn't great. The teeth monster was cool. But anyway, that is... what even was this? Mandela effect? Okay, yeah, the Mandela effect and simulation theory. We kind of threw Mandela effect in there. Not the best at explaining Mandela effect. I should have had like a list. In fact, let's Google it right now. List of Mandela effect. Aha! 40 modern Mandela effect examples. Wait, what? Why is this so tiny? This is the stupidest website I've ever seen. Get out of here. I don't like you anymore. 53 Mandela. Why is they all this? Okay, BuzzFeed. I can trust BuzzFeed, I guess. Yeah, the Berenstain Bears and the Berenstain Bears. Disney's Mickey Mouse character has a tail. Did you guys know Mickey Mouse had a tail? Oh my... I didn't remember Mickey Mouse having a tail. The song from Grease is actually Grease Lightning, not Grease Lightning. Oh, I knew that one. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo doesn't have a protruding Adam's apple. I thought he had a protruding Adam's apple. Oh my god. Curious George never had a tail. That one I knew. Febreze is spelt with one E? It's Febreze with one E at the end. It's not two E's. I thought it was two E's like breeze. What the fuck? Ricky never actually said, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. But everybody knows that quote. Kit Kat has no hyphen. Okay, I'm done. These are creepy. I don't like these. But that's what the Mandela effect is. Where you look up something and you're like, that can't be right. And then you confirm it and you're like, but I was sure. I won. God damn it. It's breeze. I know. Why wouldn't they make it for breeze with two E? The word is breeze. Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's get rid of that one. Mandela effects are fun because it's funny how many people like genuinely do misremember things and it just doesn't make... The Febreze one just doesn't make sense. It's like, why? But why though? Okay, what's the next conspiracy theory we're going into, chat? Oh, God. My life has been flipped, turned upside down. Now, I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. We actually died in December 2012, and we're in hell. That's a fun one, actually. That's a very fun one. Hold up, let me grab that one. Realm. We all actually died in December 2012 and are in hell. I believe that one started with CERN. The CERN black hole. Okay. Well, I suppose I should capitalize the final one. Why am I doing weird capitalizations? It's conspiracy theory day. My mind has gone through a loop. Okay. So, the CERN black hole conspiracy theory suggests it is CERN that has the Hadron Super Collider, right? Wait, 1 minute. Hadron Collider. Yep, CERN, Large Hadron Collider. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, I remembered this correctly. Okay. So, in some European country. I can't remember which one it was. Oh no. Let's just say CERN. In CERN, which is a very interesting place. They do a lot of scientific experiments, which are very interesting. They even have like a really cool one that's all about the optimum. Oh, it's French or Swiss? I thought it was Switzerland. But yeah, CERN is like a French acronym. I remember that. Like this, because it's, I forget what it's called in English, but yeah, CERN is a French phrase acronym. But yeah, I thought it was, yeah, Geneva, Switzerland. Anyway, they have, oh yeah, the sleep thing. One thing that CERN has done that I thought is really cool is they found that the optimum way for humans to actually sleep so that they're essentially always in full awake mode is you sleep in quarter intervals. So you sleep 4 times a day, 2 hours each time. So I believe it's out of every 6 hours, you sleep for 2 hours. And that essentially makes it so that the entire time you're awake, you never hit REM sleep. So the entire time you're awake, you're fully awake. And yeah, they're able to do that in CERN. They tested it and it works for weeks on end, and then they start to really fuck themselves up. Tried that, didn't work. Apparently it's supposed to work for a little while, and then it really fucks you up because you need REM sleep. But yeah, if you want to work on shifts for 3 to 4 days in a row, you can get 2 hours out of every 6 hours, and then the other 4 hours out of every 6 hours you are fully awake, not sleepy whatsoever. Anyway, I thought that was a really cool sleep experiment. CERN has what is known as the Hadron Super Collider, which we're just going to draw as a giant circle. And what the Hadron Super Collider does is it fires tiny little particles, normally one at a time. Well, I say normally. I mean one atom. It's a couple atoms at a time that they fire in this giant loop. They're it's called the Super Collider because they're fired at ridiculously intense speeds. And normally they're made to fire and then crash into each other. And the idea about that is that they were able to split atoms, break them apart at their very atomic level, and see what happens when different atoms smack into each other and crash and collide, and start to look into things like antimatter and dark matter and all of that kind of goodness that you don't really get when you just split an atom and create a giant explosion, but instead test the general idea of, colliding atoms and what's actually inside them. Can we test string theory? Can we test what the fuck is antimatter and all of that? For 10, how much research did you do for this video? Absolutely none. Which is why I'm quite happy when people correct me on things. These are just things I've looked up, I've learned throughout my life. I like conspiracy theories. There's a lot of them we're not allowed to talk about because they involve bad things is the way I'll say it. People that are alive right now, things that may be counted as defamation and shit. But yeah, no, I just know a lot of conspiracy theories. Anyway, the whole idea, CERN was doing this super collider thing, testing what's inside atoms, testing all of that. The general idea was it lined up with the fact that in 2012 a lot of people thought the world was going to end because they were crazy. This had to do with like a Mayan calendar that ended at 2012 and said that like a new generation was going to begin. We were in something like the Iron generation or something. We were going to move on to the Metal generation or something. But yeah, a Mayan calendar was going to end in 2012 and a bunch of other things were happening and everyone was like, the world's going to end. And just so happened that in 2012, CERN turned on the Hadron Super Collider. And one of the theories that came out was that if you smash two atoms together like that at such a high speed, it was going to create... How do they draw this in Interstellar? It's like a orange ring and then a yellow ring. Ooh. It was going to create a black hole, which I can't really draw on a black background because a black hole just literally looks like black. But I mean, then there's, you know, the event horizon where the last bit of light escapes, and it kind of looks like this is the way they actually like draw. They try to simulate black holes. The general idea of like that final bit of light getting sucked in. Anyway, the theory was that the Hadron Collider was going to create a black hole, and the black hole was going to destroy the Earth by, you know, doing what black holes do. Everything getting compressed down and it's swallowing everything. Okay, so that didn't happen. Instead, we learned a ton of fun stuff about atoms and how they are built up, and antimatter and dark matter and all kinds of fun stuff. But the theory from there goes that actually it did create a black hole, and instead of sucking us into oblivion and destroying us, we went to, you guessed it, I don't know how to, these kind of look like flames, I guess. How do I draw Satan? He's a red man with a pitchfork. I guess he normally has horns. Yeah, the theory is that in 2012, they created a black hole. Draw Rosamy. That would have been funny, actually. Fuck, I fucked up. And it sucked us into hell. So that is the combination of things. The other things that ended up is like CERN, which is actually a French acronym for like something about science or something. People said it sounds too much like Keronos, one of the Celtic gods, who is the god of the underworld. They also have a giant statue of Shiva just outside CERN. And so people were like, oh, they've got to be Satanists. This isn't scientific. This is about summoning a god or bringing us to hell. And so, yeah, the prevailing theory after like a black hole didn't form and they couldn't be like, yeah, they're going to create a black hole. You need to turn it off. Don't use the super collider. Was that actually a black hole did form and it sucked us into hell. And now we're being tortured in our own personal ways with things like, I don't know, global warming and gay frogs. I don't know, like that kind of shit. We're all being tortured in our own personal hell. We got sucked into hell in 2012 and now we're being tortured. Bad internet? Bad internet would suck. That sounds believable. It depends on where you were born, I guess. Like, if you were born after 2012, you got to be like, huh? If you were born in like 2010, you're like, I don't know, I was too... Like, if you have a good memory of times before 2012, you might be like, yeah, that makes sense. We went to hell at that point. Meanwhile, I don't know. It's a crazy theory. It's a fun one. And I mean, the fact that like they had all this like, oh, they must be satanic because of like this statue and like CERN sounding like Kronos, and 2012 was when the world was going to end anyway, and they thought a black hole was going to be created. But the fact that they didn't give up on that theory and were like, you know what? No, we got sucked into hell. It did happen. It's so fucking funny to me. Because before that, they were just like, they're trying to summon a god or this or that. Anyway, entertainment value for this one. I give it like a 3, I think. I like the extension between CERN to Kronos. I like that they thought, like, the fact that they were like, yo, if you collide two particles at that kind of speed, it will create a black hole. That was a possibility. They didn't know exactly what was going to happen. And so, yeah, the fact that that got spread and everybody was like, oh God, a black hole. Life has got to end just because they want to find out the secrets of the universe, which is, again, very Prometheus. Like, Prometheus stealing the fire always leads to the fall. It's very much like Prometheus and Icarus are always kind of linked together, where it's like, take the fire, give it to humans, you get punished for it. If you try to tread on God's domain, try to learn too much, or try to harness things you don't understand, you get punished for it. That's one of the main, like, things that comes out of the Alien movies as well, is like trying to utilize things that we should not be messing with. But anyway, so yeah, fun. Three gay frogs out of 5 gay frogs. Believability, I'm not even going to give it 1 on this one either. It's just like, before 2012, sure, like the believability that maybe they'd create a black hole, sure, and then the fact that people like linked it to Coronos and like put on the like, we don't know what's going to happen with the science, it may create a black hole. 0.5, it's the fact that we're so far past 2012. It's 11 years on and people are like, oh no, we've been sucked into hell. I mean, I'm sitting here having the fun of my life. Sure, this may be a simulation, but I don't think we're in hell. So yeah, before 2012, it would have had like a, I don't know, maybe like a 2 out of 5, because I mean, they stretched things quite a bit, but there was some fun going on there. But yeah, after 2012, it's like, I'm sorry, we didn't get sucked into hell. They learned some cool scientific breakthroughs, and CERN has gone on to be an incredible thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of these. Anyway, I liked that one. That was a good one. I didn't think we'd talk about CERN black hole theory today. That's kind of wild. I'm surprised somebody wanted to bring that one up. Oh god, it's white. Nope. Too bright. Bright mode activated. Get out of here, Petra. There we go. Free. Okay, which ones you guys want to do next? I still have so many if you guys run out of ideas. My eyes, sorry. Sorry. Megadolon is still alive. That's not even a conspiracy theory. Nobody actually believes that, do they? I mean, that's a movie and a book. The books are actually pretty... The movie... I'm looking forward to Meg, too. I enjoyed Meg. Let me just grab that one really quickly. Where is it? Oh, did it not get grabbed? Oh, shit. That sucks. Dead internet theory. That one I don't know. Oh. Is Y2K a theory? I mean, Y2K is long gone now, but I mean, it was a theory that like all electronics would stop working at the year 2000. Simply because of a silly little thing where like computers used to only have like 2 digits for the year code. So yeah, I mean, it would be like 01/01/92. Like they used to just have the 2 digits to show like it was 91, 92, 93. Everybody thought once they hit 2000 and it reset to 00, like all the bank things would crash because like it would think it was 100 years ago and internet and everything would stop working because, you know, 00. The Y2K virus was a thing that people had in their head, and legitimately like they just edited it and made it 4 digits and everything was fine. Anyway, that was the Y2K theory. It was not particularly smart. Petra uses light mode. Yes, she does. Classic Bermuda Triangle. Ooh. Do I know enough about that? I mean, the Bermuda Triangle is easy to talk about. We can just like... Basically, Bermuda Triangle is just... Zoop, zoop, zoop. There's like a triangle of area in the Bermuda Ocean. Seas? The Bermuda area. Where like just ships get lost. Like that's really it. That's really all we can say about the Bermuda Triangle. There are some theories about it. It also like links to like Atlantis. A lot of people think Atlantis was like in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, and then like the whole like ancient Greek story of it getting, you know, taken down to the ocean happened in Bermuda Triangle. But yeah, in general, it's just like a triangle of the ocean where ships get lost. Ships get lost everywhere. Ships honestly get lost everywhere. It's not that interesting to me. I haven't looked into it enough where I can talk about like some of the different planes as well. Yeah, you're right, planes flying overhead. But yeah, that kind of stuff. Meh. Ooh, the Philadelphia experiment. That's an interesting one. Can I talk about that one? Maybe. There wasn't too much to that one. The general idea of that one, there are a couple of people who swear by it. Or the Manhattan Project isn't. Manhattan Project, I don't even know. Be safe? Yeah, we'll skip that one. General idea was it was like a ship. They were trying to find ways to make it turn invisible, and then it teleported into the middle of the ocean accidentally because they were messing with science they didn't understand. And then you get some cool body horror, which probably inspired Event Horizon, the movie, where like people got like fused into the ship and stuff. So that was an interesting one, but still. How about the flight that vanished? Oh, same thing to Amelia Earhart. They probably just crashed. Has no one said Polybius yet? Polybius is nice and simple. That one I can definitely dive into. I think after this, I'll grab some of my own ones to talk about for a while. Some of these are getting unsafe. But yeah, Polybius, general idea is... Bloop, bloop. That does not look... You know what? Let's make it 3D. That'll make it look more like what it is. Sure, that's good enough. I guess. That kind of looks like an arcade cabinet. Go into there, and then like that. Yes. Okay, so the general idea of the Polybius thing was very Ender's Game, actually. That there was a game that a lot of people had heard of and believed in that showed up in random arcade centers around America called Polybius. Polybius was a game that when you started to play it, it was like a Earth defense kind of thing, kind of like Space Invaders, where you were like, what am I drawing on? Oh, the text dot there. The screen would be like this kind of thing. It was very Space Invaders. You were like a little tank over here. You were trying to defend yourself from a bunch of enemies that were coming from the sky. You had to like pew, 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 bang, 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 shoot them out of the sky kind of thing. So this is more like a creepy pasta, I would say, than a conspiracy theory. But the general idea was that people who played that game would start to get problems in their brain. They'd start to have headaches. They'd start to feel sick. And that would eventually lead them to being depressed and sad and unhappy. And eventually it would lead to them killing themselves. And it was believed that since this, like, nobody after this could find, like, any mention of Polybius. A bunch of people, like, online were talking about it and talking about how they'd played it and it made them feel sick, so they stopped playing it. They knew some people who had been playing it, felt sick, and then disappeared kind of thing. And the general idea was that it was created, as you can probably guess, as it normally works out, by the government. I'm not even going to try to draw a well... the government sorry was created by the government to like test out a weapon to be used against people, or possibly that it was actually connected to something real going on. If you've ever read or watched Ender's Game, there were theories as well that that kind of thing was going on, where it was being used to train people and being used to actually fight battles, and then people were being kidnapped and forced to like fight in real. In fact, that was a plot of a movie as well at one point, wasn't it? The Last Space Fighter or something, where a kid gets used to fight a space war because he's really good at a video game. But that kind of thing. It was either that it was like the government testing like a way to kill people through video games, or that it was like literally people were actually being recruited to work. The Lost Starfighter, thank you. But yeah, all of them end up linking back to the fucking government eventually. But yeah, that's Polybius. Polybius is a pretty short one. I think it's more a creepypasta than a conspiracy theory. So I don't think many people actually believe it to the same kind of level that people talk about having watched Candle Cove. Maybe there are people who genuinely believe that they've played Polybius at some point. I don't know. Memories fail us sometimes. Maybe it was a real thing. Maybe it was just a failed game. Maybe it was like a viral marketing kind of thing. Who knows? Love the Hershey's Kiss hat. Thank you. Please sing happy birthday for my ex-crush. Please get hidden on this channel. Read my chat rules, god damn it. Anyway, that's Polybius. Let's go for another one. File new. Let's see what we've got. Boom. What haven't I talked about yet that I quite like? Talked about flat Earth. We've talked about hollow Earth. What about the humans that lived on Mars? Are you talking about like the humans that lived on Mars and had very like male energy and came down to Gaia, and Gaia was supposed to be super female? And are you mean that one? Because that one's long. That one's really long, and I don't think we can get into that one. That one has a whole like creation myth behind it, unless you mean something else. Mothmans, we're not going to talk about cryptids. Mothman isn't really a conspiracy theory, it's just a cryptid more than anything. It's more like a mythological feature. Ah, moon landing. We haven't done the moon landing yet. That is kind of wild. Moon landing's a very obvious one. The Illuminati. We've kind of been dancing around the Illuminati this whole time, but yeah. I don't think I know enough about the Illuminati to go into them, to be honest. That one isn't even one that would get me in trouble. It's just very much like I definitely I know about like the Illuminati when it's just literally like New World Order stuff, and like the Illuminati are controlling the world, and like normally linked into other things, like the Illuminati control like the lizard people that replace politicians and stuff. But so yeah, I don't really know that one well enough to go into it. I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, I didn't do research for these. It's just I really like conspiracy theories. Okay, so the general held belief is that in 1969, and I'm making up that date, so it's probably incorrect. Oh god. I don't know when we actually went to the moon. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was somewhere in the 60s, right? It was like the summer of love, maybe. Americans went to the moon. Boop, 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 boop. Should that be blue or red? What does the American flag look like? It's like a sea of blue and then white. I don't even remember what the oh my god, I'm having a fucking day here. American flag. Okay, yeah, the stripes are red and white, so yeah, this bit's blue. And then it's red and white. God damn my brain. Happy America Day, everyone. I'm so happy that this doesn't even look like it's too big. It's fine. You get the general idea. They put a flag on the moon. And the flag moving is like super contested. Citizenship revoked? Try it. Try to kick me out of the country. I'd like to see you try. Anyway, general idea. We got some craters here. Yeah, we landed on the moon on some year. But conspiracy theorists do not believe. Oh, that's way too big. It's gonna cut out what I can do. Do not believe that that ever actually happened. And what really happened was that there was probably a green screen involved, so I'm going to put a green screen. And then what we had was a nice rocky set. Bum, 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 bum. Sure, let's make it blue. Again, because I don't appreciate this. White and red. Oop. White. White. Red. Red. There you go. American flag. Give it the stars, Fu-chan. Give it the stars. Then it'll look like the flag. Oop, oop, oop. Sure, that's an American flag. That's much better. So yeah, the general idea is that actually we never went to the moon. I should fill that with green. The point is it's a green screen. There we go. We never actually went to the moon, and it was all faked by Hollywood on a Hollywood movie set. And that NASA, who gets so much of our funding and does so much work and has told us so many secrets of the universe, actually faked the whole thing and knows nothing of the universe because they were scared and did not want to lose the space race. Let me draw a camera. I don't know, on a tripod, I guess. And it was apparently directed and positioned by Stanley Kubrick. which is really funny to me that they threw a real director in there as well. But anyway, that's it. That's the theory. And a lot of the reasons that people think this theory is true involves a bunch of different things, like, let's say this is a shadow, like, let me draw a sun. Like, the sun would be out this way. That looks terrible. That's fine. Fill it. Much better. Sun. Ah, God! Whoops. Sun was shining this way, but then shadows looked a bit off to some people. Like the shadow may be down here, but you know, should be over there. People are like, that doesn't make sense. Same kind of thing with like the spacesuits. Some shadows looked off. They were like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. And also the way that the flag blew in the wind. They were like, that's not how gravity works on the moon. But they had explanations for all those things. Warning, flashing light, my bad. They said they saw cameras reflected in the helmet. That one I didn't know. I just knew about like the shadows and the... Well, let me give this guy a reflection then. There we go. So yeah, maybe you could see a little camera in the helmet too. I feel like that's something that Stanley Kubrick would edit out in post-production. But yeah, the wind. I know, the wind was so good. Not just gravity, but the space doesn't have air. Yeah, space is a vacuum. But the moon does have a tiny bit of gravity. Otherwise, spacesuits would just float off of it. It's, yeah, they managed to like go through scientifically and be like, nah, that theory's dumb. Like bit by bit, be like, nah, we landed on the moon. But having said that, entertainment value, this one isn't too fun to me. Back in the day, I'm sure this was amazing, because back in the day, like, it wasn't so big of a thing for people. Like, it was a much more big thing for people to be like, the government is lying to us. But they would never. They're like guiding us through wars and stuff. They wouldn't lie to the public. Nowadays, it's like, did they fake the moon landing? If they did, honestly, good for them. I'm pretty impressed by them. If anything, that would be more impressive to me than anything else. It wouldn't be like surprising. I'd just be like, damn, cool. But for believability, I'll give this a 1. I'll give this 1 tinfoil hat. That's the wrong tinfoil hat, that one. It's got the theories there, but all the theories have been disproven by science because this theory blew up in such a big way that people wanted to like throw the science at it and be like, no, we made it to the moon. It's important, because then we like ended up making like the ISS and everything. And if we can't believe NASA, then shit gets really fucking crazy. But yeah, at this point, the entertainment's kind of low, because it's like, if they did fake the moon landing, good for them. Who gives a fuck? We're definitely in space at this point. If they've completely faked everything since then, it's really weird. Also, welcome back, everyone. But yeah, believability, I give it the 1 star, because I would completely believe that the United States would fake something like that to pretend that they won the space race during the Cold War. It was pretty important to them at that point. So yeah, too much effort. That's the thing. I could see them doing it just to fuck with other people. It's just, yeah, believability at this point with how like people have proved that it probably makes sense. How long the lie has gone on. I feel like they would have admitted it by now and just been like, yeah, no, we were just fucking with the Soviets at that point. Honestly, that would be more impressive than actually getting to the moon. If at this point they like came out, they made like a press conference, they were like, my fellow Americans, I have to tell you, we did fake the moon landing. We did it to absolutely shit all over our enemies across the globe and to prove we were the superior country. And then we might do it again in the future. Drops microphone, walks away. I'd be like, let's fucking go. That's my country right there. That's my boys. That's my boys. Amen, brother. Hell yeah, brother. That would honestly be more impressive than the fact that they got to the moon at that stage. If they were just legitimately like, yeah, no, we faked it. We might do it again. You guys all believed us for like 60 years. Fuck all of y'all. I'm out. Peace. I'd be like, damn. God damn, America. America. Fuck yeah. Okay. What else can we talk about? There's the 5G thing. There's the chemtrails thing. We could do those to end it. 5G and chemtrails. That's pretty good. Human. Oh, that Mars once looked like Earth and humans migrated to Earth. You see, that's the whole creation myth. You know about the crater Earth theory? Is that the hollow Earth theory, or is that a different one? That one I'm not sure. Mermaids? I don't really consider... Again, mermaids are more cryptid to me than like a conspiracy theory. Because to me, anyway, they're more cryptid. Unless you like believe specifically that like there's some people like covering up mermaids and that, like, I don't know, they live in Atlantis or something. I don't know. Paris Catacombs being the gate to hell. Yo, I love As Above, So Below. That was a great movie. The Denver Airport conspiracy theory. Ah, I know about that one. It being the home to the... Fuck, actually I don't know which group it is. But yeah, I know about like all the murals and like the pentagrams and stuff and people thinking, ooh, green screen. A bunch of stuffs about that. Let me turn this black. Or do we end here now? We might have done enough. How entertaining are chemtrails? I mean, I was going to connect that to the gay frogs thing. Nah, I think we'll stop here after all. Oh, it was the Masons? Okay. Roswell. We kind of already talked about, well... Yeah, okay, we'll finish on Roswell. Roswell's a classic. Roswell's simple. Boop, boop, boop. Oop. Yeah, okay. Let's do Roswell. Who said Roswell? Grab that comment too. 5G though. We'll just talk. I don't want to draw 5G or chemtrails, but we might talk about them real quick at the end. Roswell. Sure. We can't talk about that one that somebody suggested. Okay. Roswell. General idea. How do I draw a desert? Let's get back to my sand. Oh god, it's been erased. Shit. This will do for a desert. Oop. Oh fuck. Can't even draw a straight line. Don't even need one up there. Oop. Oop. Okay. The general idea of Roswell was that in 1947, Roswell, New Mexico, that number comes out in my head. I think it was 1947. In the middle of the New Mexico desert, Roswell specifically, New Mexico, people heard a crash and a bang, and they went out, and what did they find but... What they found was a bunch of silver, metallic, shiny material. And they didn't know what was up with it. It was very shiny. It was very reflective. It caught the sun real good, and it looked kind of futuristic. And then suddenly... people swept in... in their lovely black cars. Oh, that's a much bigger wheel. Oh, fuck. Good enough. And they T-posed on the fools and said no entry allowed. And they collected all of the materials and took them away on their car. Why not? Sure. So the men in black swept in and took away the materials and said it was a... Let's draw another one of these. Well, it should be blue this time. It should be the sky. Okay. Said it must have been materials from a weather balloon. that's all it could be, guys, obviously, that crashed in the Roswell, New Mexico desert. Now, conspiracy theories suggest that that's all bullshit. And actually what they found was the crashed wreckage of a UFO. But of course, what else could it be? After all, it was shiny metal materials. And they were so sure that there was something going on. Why would the men in black and government agencies swoop in and decide that they had to take it unless it was aliens? Little green aliens, specifically. Yeep, 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 yeep. Doing the Vulcan hand signal, because why not? They came in peace. But then they also crashed their ship, which meant that they were also, you know, kinda decapitated. So yeah, the idea was that the aliens had crash landed on the ship. There were wreckage materials of a spaceship. Originally, it was just the spaceship. People thought that a spaceship had crashed. The government had come in and taken away the pieces, and people that said they'd seen the wreckage and it didn't look like any kind of weather balloon they'd ever seen before were eventually told by members of the government to shut the fuck up. Particularly like men in black suits would show up to their places and be like, don't tell anybody that. No, it was just a weather balloon. If you keep saying things like this, bad things may happen to you. It was actually one of the first reports of the men in black as well, was government agents showing up and telling them to shut the fuck up. And apparently the men in black was super creepy as well and had big pure black eyes, which, you know, also connected to the general idea that the men in black may in fact be aliens themselves, greys living among us on Earth, able to shapeshift and pretend to be human. Anyway, that's unrelated. The whole point is that this part about there actually being alien bodies, that didn't actually come out in the papers for decades. For decades, people just thought it was, you know, an alien spaceship. Nobody had seen alien body parts. Decades later, somebody who worked for the government at the time said there was a big cover-up and it wasn't just a spaceship, but that they'd actually found alien bodies there as well. I think he died in 2014, but even up until 2012, he was still talking about the government cover-up, and that in Area 51, they did in fact have wreckage of an alien ship and alien bodies, and that they were covering it up and hiding it from people. But again, in 1947, when this happened in Roswell, New Mexico, they only, like, people genuinely thought they'd seen like something weird, and they thought it was a spaceship material because it was a bunch of silver parts. Now here's the thing. How'd he die? Don't know. I kind of want to look that up now. Well, I'm pretty sure if he died in a very mysterious circumstance, like, people would talk about it more. It's just he died recently. He was an old man. Remember, he was covering, like, he said he was part of the conspiracy to cover up things in 1947. So if he made it to 2012, it's either 2012, no. Was it 2000? It might have been the early 2000s rather than the 2010s. But either way, he died like within the last 20 years or something. But he was still talking about the conspiracy up until like the time he died. He was still telling people about it. Dates may be wrong. It may have not even been 1947 for Roswell. Anyway, the big thing is that after all of this, after like decades of all this shit, people talking about aliens, Roswell became like a huge spot that's like made for people to go and talk about aliens nowadays. Oh, it is 1947. Sick. Anyway, the government did eventually come out and say that actually, even after telling everybody it was just a normal weather balloon and everything was fine and don't worry about it, everything's safe, they finally admitted decades later that actually, yes, it was technically a balloon, but it was a very secret balloon, a very advanced balloon, which was made to go into near Earth atmosphere and spy on other countries. And so they admitted that the Roswell cover-up was a legitimate thing, but it wasn't that they had found aliens, it wasn't that they'd taken a spacecraft, but it was just part of the Cold War. It was part of the fact that they were developing brand new technology that nobody'd seen before. They didn't want anybody else to find out about it, and yes, it was a spy thing that the government was working on to fuck with other countries. So they'd only told a half-lie when they said it was a weather balloon. It was, in fact, a balloon-based project by the Air Force to try and spy on other countries. And now that is the general accepted thing, is that there was a nearby airbase. They did have to go and collect the materials. It would have looked very futuristic and advanced to normal people. But yeah, it was just because they were trying to hide secrets rather than, you know, actually having found a crashed thing. Yeah, normal government stuff. And yeah, not just America's government. Every government in the world does this kind of thing. We're all constantly trying to spy on each other and steal each other's state secrets. It's all part of the fun. Man, that's lame. It's kind of lame. I mean, you can still do the whole thing where you can be like, okay, they realized that the lie that it was just a weather balloon was not working, and so they came up with like a very believable, like, this is very believable to me. The fact that they're just like, oh no, you right, it kind of, it was kind of something that we shouldn't have like let people find out about. Like, the fact that they admitted like it was a spying thing is like, yeah, enough for me to be like, huh, that seems super real to me. But at the same time, it could just be a better lie than them being like, oh, it was just a weather balloon, don't worry about it, look away. Like, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, believability. If it was a crashed spaceship, I'd give it like a 2-star thing. I could see the government covering that up and wanting to be the only ones who know about aliens, trying to reverse engineer their technology. Here's the thing. Governments are not actually very good at keeping secrets. Everybody likes to think their government's really good at hiding everything and not revealing things. But within like 10, 15, 20 years, I feel like pretty much every cover-up that they try to do eventually gets revealed. This one's from back in the 40s. This one's been around for 80 years. I feel like there would have been a bunch of whistleblowers about this by now if this was true, that actually had some evidence and managed to slip some things out. I mean, we've had so many things like slip out from the government and, like, you know, reveal that they're spying on us through like all of our technology and everything. That's just a fact. So kind of interesting that nothing's ever come out for them actually having aliens. Believability, I drop it down to like a 1 hat. It could be possible. It could be possible that they did find something and this is on the level that they cannot absolutely ever let it go, and they're willing to like absolutely kill to keep it a secret. That is a big thing. If you're the only one who has alien technology and you can reverse engineer it, it helps you for generations, not even just years. Entertainment, I mean, this one, God, this has inspired so much for so long. This has to be 4 gay frogs out of 5. It's damn good. It's got a crashed flying saucer. It was basically the start of the Men in Black story, where the people in the suits would show up and intimidate people not to talk about things. It was pretty good that eventually the government had to come out and be like, yeah, no, it was actually a secret service thing where we were trying to spy on people. We just didn't want to admit it all. It made aliens such a huge thing. Like, from when Roswell happened, alien sightings started blowing up. And that's basically the beginning of like alien abductions becoming like little green critters and little gray critters. Before that, everybody, when they talked about alien abductions, there were all kinds of different shapes. They were linked to more like mythological creatures, like paralysis demon kind of things, where like incubuses would sit on your chest, or like fairies would kidnap you in the night, shit like that. Suddenly everybody was obsessed with aliens. So entertainment, 4 out of 5. It's made some good movies, it's made some good stories, it's kicked off a whole bunch of careers and conspiracy theories. It's like the original conspiracy theory of like our times kind of thing. The mixture of a lot of things that makes it interesting. Yeah, because I mean, then people even like go from that and they're like, oh well, the aliens must have been taken to Area 51 as well. That's where we're holding the alien bodies and the alien ship, and reverse engineering things. Maybe they weren't aliens, maybe they were lizard people, maybe they were extra dimensional creatures. Who fucking knows? Do you believe aliens exist? Oh, that leads us into the Fermi paradox and the I believe there is life out there somewhere. Do I think there are UAPs and UFOs and extraterrestrials that have visited Earth? Why would they? Like, if the thing is, yeah, I know Ren, yes. The thing is, extraterrestrial life probably out there somewhere. I very much doubt that we are the only life in existence. At the same time, life, the universe is such a big place, it's hard to get to places. I just don't see, like, if aliens are advanced enough that they're able to get to us, they're able to visit us, why don't they talk to us? Why would there be a big conspiracy to hide it? If anything, we'd be like, yo, aliens, what's up? And the aliens wouldn't give a fuck. Like, if they wanted to take over our planet with their advanced technology, they would. If they wanted to talk to people, they would. If they wanted to examine us, they'd be much more easy to do it like the V way than like the fucking Martian or the War of the Worlds way. Rather than doing the War of the Worlds way, coming down and like kidnapping us and torturing us, why wouldn't they just do the V way and come down and be like, hey, we're aliens. Can we study you guys? We want to like hang out a little bit. Is that cool? Like, what would they need to fear with their advanced technology if they can do interstellar travel? And at the same time, why would they listen to our governments and try to hide it and try to work with just one government? Like, it just doesn't make much sense to me. So yeah, if anything, I think like there may be like UAPs, that may be like different forms of life. God, I almost just spoiled another movie. But yeah, the general idea like things move around in the atmosphere weird, I completely believe people have seen that. Probably. There are probably lots of people who have seen stuff like that. And it's probably just scientific things that can be explained that we don't understand yet. Want to probe and chill? They're down to just probe and leave. They just want to hit some, yeah, Netflix and probe. Oh, man. So, yeah, I think that'll be our final one for the day. Yeah. Chemtrails one is kind of interesting. So is like the whole idea that a lot of people thought they were being hit with suggestive advertising kind of, well, not that, what's it called, where they like flash you with images that try to control subliminal advertising, where just like little things appear on your screen for a little while. Is Nick Cage also a cryptid? He should be. We watched his new movie, Sympathy for the Devil. Really good. Subliminal, thank you. Yeah, subliminal advertising. Hit us with the chemtrails. Fuck it. Yeah, okay. We'll do chemtrails before we go. This has been a pretty short stream so far. We'll do a just chatting section after this too. There's been a surprising number of donations today during this stream. Normally you guys don't donate until the end, so thank you for that. Hope you guys are having fun. Yeah, let's go with chemtrails. Chemtrails are safe enough. Oop, oop. Get rid of this one. Get rid of all of these. Yeah, I just see conspiracy theories as a fun thing. When people try to like believe them too much or try to like link them to real world things and try to fuck around with people in life, that's when it gets weird and annoying and terrifying. But I feel like conspiracy theories are a fun thing to lean into and just be like, wouldn't it be cool if X happened? Like the Hollow Earth theory is such a fucking cool one to me. The Ancient Aliens theory is such a cool one to me. I don't have to believe any of these things to be like, yo, wouldn't it be cool? Roswell, fucking awesome. The idea that we have aliens and we're just like, maybe we shouldn't share that with the world. It would kind of like upset religions and upset like the balance of the world and all that shit. Crap, that's too close. Wow, fuck. It's too close to one side. Okay, so chemtrails. Whole idea of chemtrails is very simply, when you see a plane up in like the upper stratosphere, it's probably not the stratosphere, but I'm using that word because it sounds smart. A lot of the times the condensation, they're actually called contrails, which is pretty funny. But it's flying through the air. Some of the water vapor gets super cooled, and so water vapor in the air that was at one point just normal water vapor hanging out ends up condensing around the wings themselves, and then turns into contrails, which are condensation trails made of pure water, and they will leave behind them this kind of like blurry, foggy effect behind planes. Very natural, very normal. However, some people have seen those things and therefore think that this has to be something nefarious. I think one of the best ways they've connected it, which is pretty smart, honestly, is they've compared it to things like little planes, which are much more down close to Earth, which actually have little things hanging off of them, which are specifically designed to crop dust, to actually drop chemicals down on like farmland and stuff, and are actually based there to drop chemicals like pesticides and other kind of nutrients on farmland. So they've connected these two things and decided that the contrails, which are natural water vapor in the environment, must also be dropping bad chemicals. And what these bad chemicals are is like very different depending on who you listen to. The general idea is maybe they make the population like docile, maybe they make the population stupid, maybe they cause cancer, maybe they make you bold, maybe they, I don't know, kill you in some other way. They've linked it to all kinds of things, but the general idea is that those trails that you see in the sky, like shooting stars, that you really want to make a wish right now on, they're actually there to poison you or to control you or to poison the air or to even cause global warming, which is pretty funny when you think about it. The fact that actually jet fuel and like the mountain that we fly causes a lot of global warming through the chemicals. And they're like, no, that's to cause the global warming to fuck with us. But yeah, that's the general idea of chemtrails, is that those little white things coming off planes can't just be normal water vapor. They're hiding the fact that they're dropping some sort of chemicals on the population to control our minds in some way or fuck with us or fuck with it. Oh yeah, that's the other one, controlling the weather. They think that they can be controlling the weather as well. I remember walking around the city and there was a panic about it. There is sometimes, yeah. It actually sometimes controls the weather. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, there are a lot of different theories about like the chemtrail idea, but basically that's the idea. Water vapor off planes, they saw it, they were like, nah, that's got to be dropping something mean and nefarious on us. I think that kind of leads to like a certain somebody who we've kind of like been silly about today. I mean, if I bring this back up, the entertainment value, I give this one like a 2 out of 5 gay frogs. I mean, that's the general idea of like the gay frogs joke, is that there was the idea that they were slipping chemicals into the water to turn people gay for some reason. And so a very out there quote was somebody saying, they put the chemicals in the water to make the frogs gay. Yeah. I'll give this one a 2 out of 5. Who knows? Maybe the chemtrails could also be linked to that. But yeah, for believability, probably only give this one a 1 as well. Entertainment, it could be better. They need to find more things that the chemtrails are doing. But the idea of controlling the weather would be pretty fun. Controlling the weather is something that's been pretty out there for a while, but you gotta extend it, man. Make it more crazy. Make it the reptile people who are dropping the chemtrails. Make it that it's controlling our minds successfully in weird ways. Make it that skywriters are actually giving us subliminal advertising, and every time they do skywriting, actually the pattern in the trails that make up the letters make us like want to stab our parents or something. I don't know. Red rum over there. I don't know. But yeah, they could add more to these. It's very basic. It's very just like, government bad. They're dropping chemicals on us. It's doing something to us, I guess. Sexy reptilians dropping chemtrails. What if they're full of lizard eggs? Oh, yo, that turns into a whole bunch of fetishes at once. Morse code in the sky. Hell yeah. Okay. We want to do 5G? Nah, 5G has caused too many problems too recently. Yeah, we'll end it there. That seems like a good one to end it on. So with that said, we'll jump into just chatting. I will take, unfortunately, my hat off, and I'll leave it over here for the next time I load up this thing and get very confused about everything that's going on right now. And with that said, let's jump into just chatting and turn the music. Music's a bit creepy. Yeah, I know. No more hat. The world is sadder now. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We got through quite a few of them. Should I have researched these? Probably. Probably. But I think it's more funny in me just making shit up some of the ways along the way. Just being like, yeah, no, totally. 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. What was the weird... Oh, Area 51, where I was like... I just assumed Area 51 was in the fucking New Mexico desert, because I thought it would be close to Roswell. I was like, it's in the New Mexico desert, right? And then everybody was like, Arizona, and I was like, oh, shit. Finally, no more old overlay. Yeah, we're back onto the fresh one with all of our memories in it. I use that one because, I mean, like, it's the best way to, like, this thing. It's the best way to, like, have, like, a thing over here. A demonstration area. An area where I can just point things out on a screen and do silly drawings. That's why I like that one. It's perfect. Anyway, yeah, we back home. Nevada. It wasn't even Arizona. It was Nevada. Thank you. Hat is back. Hat is gone. Hat is free. Anyway, thank you guys for joining the stream. Comment time. Let's just chat and read comments with you guys. Oh god, I have all of the fucking things here too. Let's remove those real quick. Yes. Okay. Aviator, thank you for donating the few funds. No message, but I hope you had a good day. Nah, goodbye the hat. It's okay. It may be back someday. I'm not sure if this stream is going to stay up. I'm going to be honest. We touched on some things. Like, there were a lot of theories that you guys were asking me to talk about where I was like, no, there's no chance that we touch that one. The video will be gone. My YouTube channel will be burned. I will be fired. The ones we touched on, I think we're fine with, but I may get a message in a couple of days that will be like, hey, no. You can't be talking about the government doing this or that. We'll see. We'll see if it works out. We did touch on some things. Yeah, we did. Especially if the lizard people find out we were talking about the hollow earth, then they're gonna come for us. But nah, we did it all tongue-in-cheek. I think it's fine. I think everybody knows we weren't specifically trying to spread false information. We were just having a laugh. Going through some conspiracy theories, what they stated, and how silly some of them were, like some of the evidence for some of them. Pretty good. Pretty good. Fuchani, you a lizard person? God, I wish. Imagine being able to shapeshift, man. I mean, I am 2D. That's something. I just joined what lizard? You're going to have to watch the VOD after this. I didn't really go into lizard people too much other than when we mentioned Hollow Earth, huh? But yeah, no, generally, like, lizard people, the general idea is just, like, whether they come from the Hollow Earth or they come from, like, the fucking Illuminati or the Masons or the fucking Knights Templar or whatever. The general idea is there's, like, another race of people on this planet where they have lizard skin. And either they evolved from dinosaurs, or they came from an alien planet, or they did something else, and they wear human skin and pretend to be humans, and sometimes kidnap humans and replace them so that they can control the minds of people and keep themselves in power. It's all just, yeah, it's just lizard people stuffs. I like the idea that they evolved from dinosaurs and didn't die out from the comet, and they were just like hiding for a while. That's another one of the ones where, like, yeah, if they went into like the hollow earth, that's how they survived. And then they continued to evolve on the inside of the earth rather than on the crust of the earth. Yeah, the surface of the earth was probably better. Anyway, I actually thought if you could say you're a cyborg from the future, you could tell us anything. I can tell you anything about my timeline. The problem is, some of these theories aren't just theories. Remember, anything they try to silence you on, there's a reason they're trying to silence you on that. They're fine with you talking about the moon landing being fake, but always question what they are not allowed to talk about. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm allowed to talk about being a cyborg from the future. It's fine. Lizard people in Divinity Original Sin 2 are hot. Fuck yeah. The lizard people. Oh god, I really hope I get permission to play Baldur's Gate 3. The fact I was talking to Rubber Ross about it, and he was like, yeah, I'm playing as like a murdering psychopath who thinks he's a good guy and is trying to be a paladin, but ends up killing everyone. That sounds fun as it is. And then he told me about the scene where you can choose whether you want to fuck a bear or not. And I'm like, god damn it, please. Why can't I play this game? I want to fuck a bear. in the video game. I didn't say it while we were talking about it because it was on Mousie's stream, but it reminded me of the fucking Black Mirror episode where the dude is like, I fucked a polar bear and still can't forget about you. Like, that's still one of my favorite lines to ever come out of fiction ever. But yeah, no, that's amazing to me. I'm looking forward to playing that game. I hope I can play it on stream. If not, I mean, I'm going to take a week off in like 2 to 3 weeks right before September, I think. Yeah, so yeah, right at the end of August, I'll take like a week off. So maybe I'll just play it then, if I still haven't gotten permission by then. Chimu Atsufuchan. In Japan, when you finish talking about conspiracy theories, etc., there's a definitive line that goes like, oh no. I'm going to translate this, and I'm going to see if this was even... I'm going to hide that just for a minute, just in case. I'm hoping this is something that's like, it's all fake, don't worry about it. Believe it or not, it's up to you. Okay, you see, that one's safe. That's fine. Thank you for donating the few funds. Thank you, Shibu. Shinjiru ka shinjinai. Shinjiru ka shinjinai ka wa anata shidai.
Shinjiru ka shinjinai ka wa anata shidai.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's up to you. That's a very good point. Like, that's where conspiracy theories become a problem, is when people believe them to the point that they go out and do harm to others because of them. Conspiracy theories, if they're just, I mean, that's where I also separate, like, people were asking me to talk about, like, Mothman or mermaids, other cryptids like that. Like, those are just cryptids. They're not quite the same as conspiracy theories to me. Of course, there could be conspiracy theories to specifically cover them up. I mean, if you consider those, like, Mothman and mermaids conspiracy theories, then technically you could also say, like, Cthulhu is a conspiracy theory, and they're covering that up, and he's at, like, the bottom of the ocean somewhere. But yeah, I separate conspiracy theories from like cryptids and like legends and fantasy stuff a little bit, where it's just like, I mean, if there's no proof and there's like no cover up, there's also a bunch of other things where it's just like unexplained phenomena that are really cool. There was that really cool phenomena of like the big explosion in the Russian mountain, and like the bodies that were there where their insides had been liquefied, and everybody was like, what the fuck happened? And they still don't know if it was like a meteor or like a nuclear test or what the fuck happened. Anyway, I love reading about things like that and learning about things like that and being like, huh, well, we'll never know, because whoever actually knows probably won't admit it. And there's also the very simple chance that, you know, nobody does know, that they've studied it and they've tried to figure out what happened, and the only conclusion they've come to is just like, huh, we don't know. It might have been a meteor. It might have been a natural phenomenon. It might have been like ball lightning and plasma. We don't have a fucking clue. Sometimes that seems like more unbelievable to people than just, you know, the truth that is that they tried to study it and they're not quite sure. That's more like when the government is just straight up like, yo, we're trying to figure it out, but we don't know. That concerns people more than sitting there and being like, it's a cover up, it's a conspiracy, they did something, they're evil, they're trying to control us, they have a new weapon. Like, they prefer to believe that than to just believe that the government doesn't know everything. Camille, thanks for the lecture. Question marks. I've always loved to read these theories for fun. Looking forward to a possible cryptid stream in the future. Yeah, I actually kind of like to do that. Because I know especially a lot about like Irish mythology. So like the Tuatha Dé Danann, the little folk, the good people, whatever you want to call them. Fairies of that nature, like changelings that swipe your babies and stuff. Leprechauns and make shoes and stuff. But I mean, I know a lot about like other culture things just because like, yeah, I love fantasy and like old school stories and kind of stuff as well. So I know a lot of like, God, La Chupacabra, all kinds of weird things. But yeah, like give me a monster and I'll probably be able to like tell you like where it kind of came from and like some of the stories about it. La Llorona, hell yeah. Woman who just wants her child. God damn. I'm always very interested in learning about them as well. Like when we played some of the Chinese horror games and the Thai horror games, and people would be like, oh, this is this kind of monster. It like steals your soul. And this one, like, if you leave food out, it will come into your house and eat you instead. Shit like that is always cool to me, like learning about different cultures ones. We do that leading up to Spooky Month. We may do that as part of Spooky Month, actually. That would, fuck, I'm an idiot. Yeah, that makes sense. If we do that in October, that's perfect. We could do like a stream where I literally like I'll ask you guys actually to suggest some of your favorite ones, and then I'll actually like properly research them. And we'll just have a stream where I just talk for like 2 hours or so about like the ones that you guys upvoted the most and like where they come from, what their stories are, what they do to people. I think that would be fun. Yeah, hopefully we'll learn about some more cryptids, monsters, mythological creatures, whatever you want to call them. Thank you for donating the food funds, Camille. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That should be fun. If the lizard people don't take me out before then. Spyro Splat, Atsu. I like the part where you talked about the Mandela effect without actually mentioning Mandela. Mandela effect, yeah, I didn't know too much about. The main one I know is like Berenstain Bears, so I was just like, I know the idea of what the Mandela effect is, but yeah, I don't know where it actually came from or anything, so yeah. That one I probably maybe shouldn't have come up with, but like the fact that people were mentioning it while we were talking about simulation theory was like, yeah, I mean, I can link that to being like a glitch in the simulation as well. We kind of like just jumped into that as that kind of way. Looking forward to the ghost horror lecture. Oh, hell yeah. And we're obviously like, I've already talked about the fact that probably leading up to October, so September, we're going to come up with some ideas for like horror stories for different Nijisanji members. And then I'll write the horror stories and we'll do a horror story reading. But we'll probably also do a reading of some of you guys' horror stories as well, that don't necessarily have to be like Nijisanji members. But yeah, we'll have some like creepy tales for creepy children throughout October, spoopy month as well. October's mostly going to be spoopy stuff. We'll probably have like 1 or 2 streams a week that are like not spooky, not scary, more relaxed and chill. But yeah, most of the month is going to be horror games, horror stories, horror writing. I don't know, horror. Now we're doing like horror explanation of cryptids and stuff. So yeah, it'll be a pretty horror intensive month. I've got a lot of things planned for it. The fall isn't real. It's a part of the Republic simulation. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Republic doesn't even exist. Maybe that timeline doesn't exist. Maybe I don't exist. Maybe me, Archivist, Legatus, maybe we're all an advanced AI program messing with your brains right now. Maybe I've always been 2D. Maybe the future doesn't exist and I'm just an AI that believes in that timeline when really I was just created to believe in that timeline and to entertain you guys and to level up AI programming. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for donating the food fund, Spyro Plat. Iris Yoru, I was listening to you and a shark popped up on my screen and got jump scared. My big fear. A shark? What were you? Okay, I mean, that's kind of on you. I'm very confused as to what you were doing that a shark came up on your screen and you weren't expecting it. Was it like a game? Were you watching something? Also, yeah, I kind of want to see Meg too. Much as I fucking love Jason Statham. I know those movies are stupid as fuck, but they're hilarious to me. Give me any kind of underwater threat. It's always fun. Give me like a giant shark. I'm happy. Sharknado I'm actually not super into, but Jason Statham is just always, even in like his dumb movies like Crank, like he's just a really good fighter, a really good dude. I'll wait for Meg 2. Yeah, Meg 1 was good. It was silly, but it was entertaining. The man fucking bare fist fought a giant megalodon and managed to like survive. Sharknado is funny. I tried to watch it. It was too over the top for me. Neil Breen movies, like I can get like 1 out of 5 of them work for me. Sharknado just never quite worked for me. Yume Haya, sir, TY for the stream. But now my brain is mush. The friggin' simulation theory always gets me. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only thing that's real and everything else doesn't really exist, Lamau. That is a very self-centered way to view things. But I mean, there is that whole line of theory. I think, therefore I am. There is very much that every part of the universe that we see with our own eyes. We don't see with anyone else's eyes. Plus, yeah, I think everybody has had that kind of thought process where they're like, I know I think, but what if everybody else is just AI? What if when I look away, nothing exists, nothing moves? If I can't see it, does it even exist at all? Yeah, it's very much something you can go into, but if you go into that thought process, then eventually you do start to see other people as less mattering, so... it's a hard one to get into. But I feel that. I feel like going down that thought process and being like, huh, what if though? And then you can even go into like the more funny and silly versions where it's like, but what if this is like the Truman Show? Everyone around me is just actors and they're just watching me. Like I leave in the morning and suddenly people come out of their houses and pretend that life is real. And yeah, there's also the fact that we could have gotten sucked into a black hole in 2012. Who knows? Anyway, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you for donating the food fund, Jimmy. Let me restart the comment grabber. It missed so many super chats. Are you serious? Ah, crap. Copied the wrong thing. Also, fuck, what was it somebody said? Oh, God, it was relating. It was so relating to things. Oh, yo. Somebody said is Sharknado more crazy than Gyo? I'd say because of the fact that it's live action, it's more wild than Gyo. Just because it's like, they look like real sharks. And the fact that they're being ripped through the air through tornadoes is pretty... Like, these are sharks that are being thrown at you and flying through the air only because of tornadoes. It's not like Gyo where they've just finally decided, fuck humans, we're coming onto land to get you. Like Gyo has like more of a supernatural thing, whereas Sharknado is just absolutely stupid, balls to the walls, like who gives a fuck kind of shit going on. So yeah, debatable. I would say they're both crazy in their own way, just in slightly different ways. D Soto, thank you for donating the food funds. Atsufu! On an excavation years ago, we had to stop midway since a cloud seeder plane passed for a scheduled rain. So I guess we can control the weather? How about the theory where you're a cat boy, like you're a cryptid? I'm gonna time you out, D Soto. Put user in timeout. Anyway, yeah, we can totally like put water in planes and like drop it over and shit. Cloud seeding is pretty damn cool, but actually controlling the weather, I think that would take more than just planes. Like that would take like giant eating things in the water, I'd imagine, to actually be able to control where the clouds go and stuff. It's definitely possible. I think with our technology, we probably could control the weather if we wanted to. There are also people that think we have like earthquake machines and stuff. And there was that experiment where they tried to actually superheat the air to see if we could create like giant bursts of cosmic radiation kind of thing. That was, I think that was called the Hulls. It's definitely HA something project. But yeah, there's a bunch of different things like that. It's just, you know, we can't control them to the level that people think they can, where we can like just straight up create whatever we want all the time. Manufacturing weather disasters, yeah, like earthquakes and therefore like tsunamis and stuff. Like a lot of people think the government can do that if they want to. I feel like if they could, they'd have used it. Things, you know, like actual tactical things. Is there a conspiracy theory that you genuinely believe? I'm trying to think. Not really. I mean, we didn't even get to like... Shit, man, we missed a few. We didn't even get into like the fluoride in water, like calcifying your pineal gland, which is a fact, but I mean, it just happens naturally anyway. But then spurring off of that, a lot of people think the pineal gland is like the third eye of the humanity, and therefore it actually like destroys our soul or like weakens our brains and makes us unable to perform magic and stuff. But I mean, things like that where it's like, yeah, I could imagine like fluoride in water like being just something that's bad for us and them not being bothered to take it out because it's just like, well, it helps their teeth at least. But nah, I don't think there's any conspiracy theories I actually believe in. Could have been a wizard? Could have been a wizard, man. Got to make it to 30 years of virginity, but also have your pineal gland intact. Can you explain that one again, please? I couldn't catch it. Okay, so basically there's this thing called the pineal gland, which is in like the center of the brain. It's like right in the center, like in the middle of everything. It's also called the third eye just because of where it is. Like a lot of spiritual people used to believe it was like the seat of the soul and the gateway to the afterlife, like it was the final part. It was what contained like the consciousness. What it actually does is it secretes the things that helps you go to sleep. It secretes melatonin along with other things. So it controls your circadian rhythm and helps you fall asleep properly and have like a normal 9-to-5 schedule. But people noticed that over time it gets calcified, and this is a natural thing as you grow up. Bits of calcium actually start to form on the pineal gland, which makes it perform... No, and that's the thing. It doesn't actually affect it. the pineal gland will still perform perfectly normal and secrete melatonin. It's just people saw it covered in calcium and they decided, oh, well, that must be bad for you. And people also started to believe that drinking water that contains fluoride would help lead to that, because fluoride and calcium can interact with each other in a way, and that maybe they put fluoride in the water to try and calcify our pineal gland because it actually makes us less spiritual or like easier to manipulate. All kinds of conspiracy theories came out of that into different directions. But the basic idea is it's just a natural thing that happens as you get older. The pineal gland gets like calcified by the calcium that's in your body. That's just a natural thing. It doesn't perform any worse. It still works fine. It's just because people like used to call that the third eye and used to call it like the suit of the soul, the space of the soul and everything. People freaked out for a while, and there were like some really crazy theories that came out that said like if you never calcified your pineal gland, you'd be able to like do telekinesis or interact with the world in other like psychological telekinetic kind of like magical ways. So yeah, the general idea was they were putting fluoride in the water to make us less magical, less spiritual, unable to connect to like the other side, things like that. But yeah, it basically just secretes melatonin and it naturally calcifies over age. Anyway, that one was a very interesting one. Damn, it's a shame I didn't like do a drawing for that one. But yeah, no, there's no actual, now that I'm thinking about it, there are no actual conspiracy theories that I believe. I mean, when it comes, yeah, we'll stop that. But that one is a pretty fun one. Did I grab another? Abby, thank you for donating the few funds. Oh wait, I never finished responding to the last one. You're right, controlling the weather. But no, I'm not a cat boy. As you can very clearly tell by in the cat merchandise, I am fighting cat. I'm glad people like that new merchandise, by the way. It goes on sale later tonight. Or technically tomorrow for some people. But either way, the cat merchandise sale will be on sale too. Do you know homunculus is Fuchan? Like Full Metal Alchemist style? I mean, homunculus is just something, a combination of multiple organisms, so Abby, thank you for donating the few funds. A small Rolo chocolate. Oh my god, it is a Rolo. I haven't seen a Rolo in forever. Oh, I used to love Rolos. They're little circular chocolates that are full of caramel. God damn, they don't have those in America. I haven't thought about them in forever. They're not one of the chocolates I've even missed. Just seeing one suddenly was like, damn, I'd love to have one of those. Thank you for donating the food funds, Abby, and reminding me about Rolos. Those were pretty nice. Rain, Atsufu. Conspiracy theories made my brain mush, especially simulation theory. Can't wait for October. Ghost stories, please. I'm Amir now. Bye, you. Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of fun stuff in October. Don't worry about it. Especially the alien. You put a goddamn Hershey's chocolate kiss on my head. God damn it, Scary Movie made that joke forever about tinfoil hats looking like Hershey's Kisses. Fine, though. That's fine. Have a lovely night, Rain. Thank you for donating the food funds. Glad you enjoyed it. Have fun thinking about the simulation theory while you fall asleep. Existential dread is always the best way to fall asleep. Definitely won't keep you staring at the ceiling of your bedroom and wondering if you even exist and if anything matters and if anything happens after death. Anyway, Canaria, Achifuchan. Today's stream is so enjoyable. Just an idea to suggest for a horror stream? How about 2-sentence horror story entries from Confidants? That's more of a funny thing than an actual scary thing. We could do that. The thing is, I'd rather like have people tell like actual horror stories. I'll just put like a limit on it. 2-sentence horror stories is one of those things where maybe we'll do that around September to warm up. Because yeah, you won't get actual horror from that kind of thing. It's more like a creatively driven thing, like the last man on earth fell to the ground. His phone started. Oh no, the last man on like that's a 1-sentence horror story, actually a famous one. The last man on earth got a phone call, that kind of thing, where it's like, who was phone? I don't know. We'll try it, but probably in September rather than October. It can be scary. Hit me with one. If anybody has one ready right now, hit me with a 2-sentence horror story. Do it. Sounds good. But yeah, in September, that'd definitely be fine. I just want things to actually be spoopy for spoopy season. But thank you for the suggestion. It will definitely be fun. It was just like, I was like, maybe not. Well, maybe that would be a good one to like be not so scary for the week, because we don't want the whole week to be actual horror all the time. Man, hook, hand, car, duck, hook, door. But then who was door? God damn it. Baby shoes, never used. See, that's not scary. That's sad, man. That sounds like something terrible happened to that baby. No, I just... I woke up, I saw Fuchan meowed. That was days ago. Get with the times. Emergency expense 2 weeks away from your next paycheck. Oh, that sucks. That's so real, though. That's so real. Once upon a time, sheep became shepherd's pie. That's not a horror story. That's a delicious culinary delight. 2 sentence. Sheep's hiding in your closet. Horror-like. If sheeps are hiding in my closet, I'm just gonna eat them. That's fine. Busted through the window, busted through the door. See again. Free shepherd's pie meat. It's perfect. Fuchan cat merch comes out before paycheck. I'm sorry. That one is a serious pain. Holy shit. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're definitely doing the 2 sentence horror stories. It'll either be September or October. You guys have swayed me. That's fucking hilarious. Let me put down this on the... I'll add that to the list. 2 sentence horror stories. Because yeah, I doubt any are going to be like scary on like a big level unless you like properly read into them. But if nothing else, they'll definitely be hilarious. You guys, God, you guys thought of those in seconds and I was dying. Let's go. Thank you for donating the food funds, Canaria. Hope you have a wonderful evening. To the windows, to the floor. Don't you mean to the walls? Till the sweat drips down my halls. Shallow. As I get older, I have less energy and feel tired all the time. I think it's the gay frogs. God damn it. Maybe if you have too many gay frogs, it just like starts to tire you out. I don't know. It's the gay frogs. Have you been eating too many frogs' legs? If you eat gay frogs' legs... Is that a sexual thing or is that a food thing? At what point? You know what? No, that's too much thought put into that. Thank you for donating the food fund, Charlois. There is always that theory. The theory that actually we don't have to age and people are making us age. Time is just a remnant of the past. But people make us age. They put chemicals in the food that make us age when really we could all be eternally young. Okay, no los dos? True. True. Vive higher. Hello. I mean, I guess it's a little self-centered view, but it's more like, I'm so tiny compared to the whole of existence. That's mind-boggling that much exists. It's a little scary, but humbling. Ah, yes. Now you're going into existential and technically cosmic nihilism. That could go either in either direction. But yeah, the general idea that, do I matter at all? I'm so insignificant. I'm so tiny. Which is actually the opposite of a selfish view. It's like, rather than does anybody else even matter, it's very much a question of, does anything matter? Does anything I do have any effect on the universe? Do we matter at all? Humanity has existed for a couple 100,000 years. The Earth existed for a couple million years. The universe has existed for billions upon billions of years. We're just a tiny speck within all of that. Nothing we do has any effect on the grand scheme of things. And even if the entirety of the Earth was snuffed out, the universe will go on without the blink of an eye. That is an interesting thing, but yeah, you can just defeat that by realizing it matters to you. What matters to you is what happens today. We can only compare ourselves to our lifespans. I think that is why time seems to move faster as you get older. Like when you're younger, like say you're 5 years old. You've lived 5 years of your life. So a year, you pass a year and it feels like 20% of your life. You've just gained 20%. Meanwhile, if you're 30 years old, 1 year of your life is only 1/10 of 1/3. So 0.3, yeah, 3%. It's 3% of your time rather than 20%. So suddenly that year feels like barely anything. You've got so many memories in your mind that 1 year you're like, oh yeah, if I just save my savings for the next 3 years, I can buy, I don't know, a great car rather than buying a shitty car now and having to drive it for a couple of years. That kind of thing. It becomes a lot easier to see time frames in a shorter way because you've lived longer of a life, so time moves faster than when you're younger and everything feels new continuously. I mean, that sounds sensible, but it's definitely lizard people. God damn it, Jesus. Sweet Lord Jesus, how dare you? But yeah, that could... Okay, the way that you've worded that now, Yumehaya, yeah, completely different kind of thing from just like, does anyone even exist other than me? Yeah, like, in the other side, it's like, yeah, does anything matter? Do I matter? Does anything matter? And yeah, it's just a question of like your perspective on things. You will have effects on people on your life you may not even realize, especially when it comes to like the butterfly effect level of things. You never know, like just smiling at people may make their day. Just being nice to people. You may be very important to someone you don't know, and everything you do in the world has some level of effect, whether it's tiny and insignificant or huge. Hell, look at what we've done to dogs. In a couple of 100 years, we've like completely altered the evolutionary path of dogs and turned them into all kinds of other things that they're now stuck with forever. Some of them, very beneficial to dogs, makes them stronger and more beautiful. Some of them absolutely destroyed their evolutionary path and made them barely able to breathe and walk and gave them hips dysplasia and hurt them. Humans shouldn't play God. But we do. And we make cute little puppies. Lavi, thank you for donating the few funds. No message, but I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and rest well and have a lovely evening. Rain, I forgot. Happy International Cat Day. Happy International Cat Day, I guess. Thank you for donating the food funds, but maybe if you like cats so much, you should buy the cat merchandise. It's pretty cute. Everyone's is pretty cute. We all got like customized cats for ourselves that match like our hair colors and stuff. Skip ad? You will never skip ad. Diana. Hola, No. Hola, flancito. TY for fun stream. No matter how many times I hear these theories, they still low-key spook me, lol. Looking forward to cryptid stream, especially ones from Latin America. Let's go. You guys will have to suggest some, though. Like, honestly, I do know La Llorona. I do know El Chupacabra. That's about it. Do I know any more? I don't know. Maybe if someone mentioned to me. But for now, I mean, I like the Island of Dolls. That's somewhere around. But yeah. When I'm looking for like things to look up, like cryptids and stuff, I will put out on Twitter. Like, let me know your favorite ones, and I'll base it mainly based off of how many get the most upvotes. But I'll try to get some unique ones as well. Almost got him, but not quite. Thank you for donating the food funds, Diana. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I do love me some cryptids. Cryptids, conspiracy theories. I mean, that all comes from my like love of like fantasy stuff as well. Things that can't quite be explained, things that question. I mean, that's why I love like ancient aliens as well, and especially like I talked about my love for the movie Prometheus, even though a lot of people hate what it did to the alien universe. I love the whole like ancient aliens, engineers creating humanity shit. I love like the mythological stuff, like the Tuatha De Danann and the whole idea of them going sideways to the sun and just being like, fuck humanity, we out. Being like connected to elves and fairies and all kinds of other stuff. What about completely made up mythologies? I mean, all mythologies are completely, I mean, yeah, depends on that. You mean ones that are like made like in the new times? Like ones that are made up like nowadays? Yeah, I like those. It takes a while to get into them though. Like the Game of Thrones mythology. Like I love that when a fantasy world has built up like to the point where it's like, this is their creation myth. Here are their gods. Here's how they affect the world. Like here's the people who like serve this god, and here's the people who serve that god, and here's how they interact and stuff like that. Prometheus is a fun movie. Hell yeah. It's a good time. Chiaki Kurosawa, thank you for the huge Akasupa. Bye, you Fuchan. Happy to tell you that I finally got a first-class honor for my degree course. Holy shit, congratulations. Thank you so much for entertaining me and giving me power with your wonderful stream. I'll keep supporting you and draw the calendar wallpaper. Oh, you're the one who's been drawing the calendar wallpapers. I love those so much. The little cute chibi drawings and normally in like seasonal outfits and seasonal styles. Thank you so much, Chiaki Kurosawa. Thank you for the huge Akasupa donation and congratulations on the first class honor for the degree. That's awesome. I hope it leads to whatever career you're looking forward to in the future. And good job working so hard to pass that. That's incredible. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a lovely time. And thank you for all the calendar art. I have been loving that. Every new month we get a new calendar piece, which is really nice. Now this is a conspiracy theory. Are the confidants actually here to kill Fuchan? Are they trying to frustrate him to death? Kasumi Hiyase, thank you for donating the Foo Funds. No message is the message. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Well played. Well played. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Side-eye? No, that wasn't even side-eye. That was just pure glare. Deadass was just about to watch some BuzzFeed Unsolved. Oh, hell yeah. They have a lot of fun. I like their new series as well, the Watcher one, where it's just like them just going through cases that are unexplained. I forget what... Is that called Unsolved as well, or is that just called Unexplained or something? But yeah, I learned a lot of things that I didn't know about from that one. Like the leather suit man, whatever it was. That was one I hadn't ever heard before. Villor Cleland. Yo, beautiful cosplay. Holy shit. The lighting effect. God damn. I love that because the neon in the hair kind of looks the way I do when I do like the full game thing. Like I have the red outline around myself to just make me pop a bit more. Damn, that looks great. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Today I'm like a child listening to bedside stories. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll try to get some more creepy music commissioned before October as well, since we will be doing a few different like horror streams. Like this creepy music is good for like setting a tone, but it doesn't really feel very spooky horror. It feels more like spooky modern, if you get what I mean. Like this isn't very things that go bump in the night. This is more like, oh, you're walking down a city street at night and somebody might grab you, which is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like cyberpunk horror investigation kind of music. It's perfect for what it is. But yeah, I'll try to get something that's more like spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Something a bit more Halloween-y. Yeah. Oh, god damn it, Kami. You can't do that. You can't do that again. No, 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 no. Angry. What do I do here? What do I do? This one's good enough for you, Kami. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Thank you so much for always being an amazing moderator. Get out of here. How dare you. Have a wonderful evening and thank you for joining us. Minty, thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Let's see what this says. Hopefully it's nothing bad. I can trust most people here. Fucking no. It's the same thing in Chinese. 没有消息.
没有消息.
Fucking god damn it. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Minty. Yeah, y'all are gonna go and make being crazy. Yay, this one has a message. Ah, God, you know, yeah, this. At least this super chat has a message. 4 out of 10, pun. 4 out of 10. Oh, this is okay. Thank you for donating the Foo Fun Step. I hope you have a wonderful evening. It's a message, it counts. Does it though? A message is a message. Yeah, but no message as a message is also a message. So how does that work? Mind blown. Here a message. You know what? You get away with it because your name's Bing He. But now you don't get away with it because that's not Bing He in your image. That looks like a Maple Story character. They're adorable. It's a beautiful chibi art, but it's not Bing He. How dare. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds, Bing He. Have a wonderful evening. No message is good. Y'all are hitting me with that Odysseus bullshit, huh? I am nobody. Was that even Odysseus? Shit, I don't think it was. It was the dude on the island with the Cyclops. Fuck, I really need to remember things. All my old mythology is just blurring together in my mind at this point. It's all just the same. This is not a super chat. Pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure you attached money to this one. That's on you. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds, though, Rating Windows. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Text sent. It's not even a text. It's a super chat. That's different. Message read. How about that? How about I respond message read? How does that feel? I'm going to leave you on red. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Sally, What even is this? That's literally no message. I didn't even know you could do that. It doesn't even have the bottom line where there's supposed to be no text. How do you hack the system? Thank you for donating the food funds. Shimomi, thank you for donating the food funds. This one didn't get... You guys are sending too many super chats. Stop. The comment grabber can't grab them. Shimomi, thank you for donating the food funds. This one's in Chinese. It says, hello, thank you, Xiaolong Bao. Goodbye. Why do I know Xiaolong Bao? Is that a type of food? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it's dumplings. Hello, thank you, Xiaolong Bao. Goodbye.
你好，谢谢小笼包，再见。
Hi. Thank you, dumpling. Goodbye. I'm very confused. Thank you for donating the food funds. Have a wonderful evening. Rest well. Marineth the tired sheep. That's not a real first super. That's a first super on the new account. Otsufu TY for the stream. I had an exhausting and stressful day. I can't read today. I had an exhausting and stressful day, but your stream was such a good serotonin boost. Love the Nya merch, by the way. I'm glad you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it in the future. I mean, you do remind me of the dumplings. It symbolizes you. You're a cute bun. But you guys are the cute buns. Reverse Uno card. You guys are the dumpling. I've never had a lamb. Oh. Do they make lamb Xiaolong Bao? Because they really should. Yo. Mint spiced lamb in a Xiaolong Bao would be fucking delicious. I'm saying the F word a lot today. I don't know why. They do? Oh, I've got to find some. I've only ever had pork buns. I don't think I've even had a chicken Xiaolong Bao. But yeah, a lamb one would be amazing. Kuchan fell for it. What did I fall for? I don't even know what I did. Anyway, Meredith. Oh, I read that one. Thank you for donating the food funds. Oh, just because I read the word nya? I can read the word nya whenever I want to. It doesn't actually sound... Ooh, cute boy. It doesn't actually sound like a cat meow unless you say it properly. Therefore, yeah, I can say nya whenever I want. It doesn't matter. Luthier, you see nothing here? I don't know. I see some pretty beautiful artwork by Anka. God damn. God damn. Anyway, thank you for donating the food funds, Luthier. I'm not even going to react to that one. Yeah, that's how I defeat you from now on. I'm not going to react to the silly jokes, the silly puns, the silly... whatever you want to call it. Silly confidants. Jojo Bibi. Why do I feel like this is going to say no message or something when I translate this? Very worried. A message or... It doesn't even...
Ett meddelande, eller... Ett meddelande, eller...
Ett meddelande, eller...
Ett meddelande, eller...
Ett meddelande, eller... A message or... Is there a message or isn't there a message? Who knows? Who knows? Thank you for donating the food funds, I guess. I guess. I don't even know. Okay, local comfort gazer. Koko ni message wa arimasen. There is no message here. Arimasu! Message arimasu. There is a message there. Why are you guys still super chatting? I'm never going to be able to end the stream. Stop. Thank you for donating the food funds, Kay. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Please do rest well. Chimu. I know that first thing is... Isn't that white? Why? Yeah, white paper. Oh. White paper like it's blank.
白纸
Spicy. Thank you for donating the food funds. That's a unique way to say no message. At least I could read the white one. God, Sir Fu, calm down. Never. Camille, thank you for donating the food funds. Message envelope. Envelope. Oh, that's supposed to be... Okay, that's supposed to be a an emoji. It's a cute little sheep holding an envelope. Message. It's the meh that means sheep. Meh. God damn it. Thank you for donating the food funds, Camille. Oh, God. At least I can read yang and meh. Minty, sprout error. No, I do not read you. Do not come in. Do not read. Dead inside. Jasmine Kikuchi, just a normal chat, but it's blue. Yo, a non-super chat. I'm proud to see that.
Thank you for sending a message. I hope you have a wonderful evening and rest well. Iris Yoru. I want to make a scary book based on an imaginary friend that was abandoned and decided to come back and kill the creator. That's actually what my picture's supposed to be. I think I've actually heard somebody do a story like that before. Oh, that's a cute image as well. That's adorable. I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody do a similar story, which doesn't mean you can't do it, because similar stories happen all the time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just a creepypasta, but it was the kind of thing where, yeah, in fact, the title of it was something like, My Imaginary Friend Found Me Again. And yeah, the general idea is like his imaginary friend when he was a child turned out to be real. So yeah, it's different in that way anyway. It rather, yeah, now that I remember it, it was different than like an imaginary friend coming to life. It was something that he thought was an imaginary friend as a kid, but turned out it was something supernatural that was just, you know, haunting him. And then it comes back in the future. So that's cool. That'd be really cool. Especially if they're that cute. Is that the imaginary friend? White-haired bombshell? Hell yeah. I wouldn't care if she tried to kill me. I'd be like, damn. It's a good way to go. Yeah, nice drawing, nice idea for a story. That'd be cool, Irish Yoru. Good luck writing it. Hope it goes well. Thank you for donating the few funds. Navi. Oh, God. Not the smile. Smile.jpg has returned. Thank you for donating the food funds. I hope you have a wonderful evening. God. Ariada. Message. Nope. 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 Message read. Message read. Message ignored. Oh, God. Kasumi Hayase. Sorry, I have a message. Good night, Fuchan. See, that's fine. That's a super chat. Good night. Have a wonderful evening, Kasumi Hayase. Rest well. Stop with the smiles. Bleh. Cappuccino. Simulation theory convinced me because I'm experienced going to do something, forgetting, then wondering, did someone cancel my action? Yo, that's a good way to look at that. That's a good glitch in the Matrix. Every time you go into a room and you're like, what was I meant to be doing here? It's that you've queued up an action, but then the action's been cancelled. And so your brain is just like, huh? I know I had a reason to come in here. Shit, that's a good way to look at that. Thank you for donating the food funds, Cappuccino. Touch my food, you die. I still love that name. I'm glad you joined the membership yesterday. Love you, Food Chan, and give you a big hug. Okay, come on. Come on in here. Come on. I think I have like a weird... What was that? I used it as a choke one before. Oh, it's one of the... I can't use that one. I don't actually have it. But okay, you get a hug. You get a... There you go. That's kind of a hug. It's arms wrapped around, I guess. Have a wonderful evening. Touch my food, you die. Rest well. That's how a cat really looks, by the way, guys. That's what a cat actually looks like. Cats are evil, scary creatures. They haunt you in the night. They think they're gods. Rest well and have a lovely evening. Touch my food, you die. Try princess. Fine. Fine. Message retracted. Well played. That's pretty good. You can actually do that to the system. You can actually... I've seen a lot of people retracting their membership things, which is pretty funny. I guess they don't want their names to be revealed. Like, it still makes you join the membership. It still takes your money. So I find it very funny when people retract their, like, membership joining things just so I can't read their names out loud. You can. Yeah, it's just like when it pops up and does the whole, like, membership message thing, like somebody joined the membership. You can do, like, the 3 little dots on that and do, like, retract message, like delete your own message, and then it just turns into message retracted. And I can't see the name of the person who did it. Like Cappy Hi right here. I'm watching you. I was very concerned about the fact that somebody just suddenly membershiped as I was talking about that. HK, thank you for donating the few funds. Tiada Pesinan? What does that mean? Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop. No order. Oh.
Tiada pesanan.
Tiada pesanan.
Tiada pesanan.
Tiada pesanan. No order, which I guess is like no message. I'm guessing. But either way, thank you for donating the food funds, HK. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Do you read me? Sure, why not? I read you, Diana. Thank you for donating the food funds. It means no message, Fuchan. I said I'm guessing that's the equivalent of no message. I'm just saying the way that Google Translate it is no order. It's slightly different. Lemaire, thank you for donating the food funds. What fresh new hell is this gonna be? Oh, God. Yep, no information this time.
杳无信息。
Okay, still basically no message. Good, that I don't have to read it. Thank you for nothing. Insert text here. You know what? I will. You want to go? You want to go? We'll go. We'll go. We'll play this game. You want to play this game? We can play this game. Okay. Oh, it'd be funny but not mean. Funny but not mean. There we go. Okay. 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 Give it time. Give it time. We'll get there. Oh, we'll get there. It's gonna take a while. We'll get there. Should be good. There! There, B. Huh. You drink milk straight from the sheep, do you? That's kind of uncomfortable. I don't think the sheep consented to that. I think that's kind of messed up, B. It's kind of messed up. You sure you want to admit that to everybody? Wait, I can make it better. Wait, let me give it a blue background. Let me, where is it? Outline, select color. Let me grab from screen color. That one. Okay. Let's make it like 30. Oh, I can't go that high. 20? Why can't it go to 30? 29? No, 25? 22? 21? 20 is as high as it can go. Damn. Okay, now it's got a blue background. And now it can delete the actual text. I drink milk straight from the sheep. Okay, I'm happy now. I feel better. Thank you for donating the food funds, B. I'm not sure if the sheep consents to that. There are some sheep in chat that said they didn't like it. It's fine. It's fine. Have a lovely night. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. What do you mean? I'm new here. New phone. Who dis? Uh-huh. Thank you for donating the food funds, Marineth. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Apple F, thank you for donating the food funds. No message. Was there a super sticker? Oh god, how many? Oh my. Where is this? Did you delete it? I can't find Apple F's. Ah. Yeah, no, it just said nothing. Okay. Thank you for donating the food funds. I had to check if there was a super sticker. There was no message. There was no message. Oh. Ren! No hay mensaje? No hay mensaje. No hay que hablar. No hay que comer. No hay que español. Gracias por la super chat. Have a wonderful evening. Rest well. I don't know much Spanish. Sin. My cat just butt texted Fu-chan. But why? But why? Oh, Schmidt. Okay, that's just okay. It's just a bunch of laughing and then a zany face. Thank you for donating the food funds, Hope Schmidt. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Awkward supers. So many awkward supers. Okay, what did we miss? Megan Senpai. In another simulation, confidants send messages in their supers. This is not that simulation. Thank you for the food funds, Megan Senpai. You can't put that in the message, Megan Senpai. No thank you for the super chat. Tsuki. Kono messaggi ni wa... Fuck, I need to translate then. No! It used a kanji. Oh god, I was doing so well. Has no body. Ah. Kono messaggi ni wa honbun ga arimasen.
このメッセージには本文がありません。
Ah, arigatou gozaimasu. No body. But why didn't the skeleton go to the prom? 'Cause it had no body to go with. Why are you guys mentally breaking me? Is this confirmed tag mind break at this point? Bing He, a message. I am the real Bing He, sir, but the coolest version. I don't know. I don't like the idea of Bing He with highlights in his hair. Maybe Bing Pop, but not my Bing Ge. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. The coolest Bing He. Jesse. I can't really make a hamster sound. It's too high pitched. Oh well. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Hope you have a wonderful evening. My brain is melting. Are we done yet? Please tell me we're done. Ooh, pink super. Ritsuka, thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Might not be able to join next week, so I'm pre-celebrating my birthday with Foo. Have a great day and thank you for the Neko merch. No, reverse Uno. Thank you for the super. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And yo, I hope you can get some of the merch then. If you like it, yeah, I hope you manage to get some for your birthday. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful week. And I hope you have a wonderful actual birthday on the day. Thank you. Sounded like a creaky door. I can't really. God, I'm not good at random sounds. Let me try again. Damn it, that's not even the creaky door. There we go. I'm totally making that sound with my mouth. Wait, didn't... You need some WD-40, Borg? Yeah, I do. Definitely need some lubing up. This is true. This is a fact. Getting old and creaky. Breaking down. Just like a spaceship in Roswell. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds, Ritsuka. That looked like what? That's a cosplay? Oh shit, yeah, I didn't grab the image. Blah. Baka. Back to being a chicken again. Because I'm a chickenologist. Ritsuka. Hell yes! Half anniversary art. I liked that costume so much. The pose was so good as well. Damn, you killed that. God damn. Nice cosplay, Ritsuka. Happy early birthday. I hope you have a wonderful time. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Pisha Pish. Error 505. Message not found. That's an error 404. 505 is a networking error. God damn it. Shimomi. Something duh. Something duh. Let's see what it says. I know the duh. Fuda Fanda. Wrapped rice.
Fuda Fanda.
But Fuda fan could mean Foo's fan. But then the extra duh. Wait. Fuda Fanda. Wrapped rice.
Fuda Fanda.
Oh, food fund. Oh. It translates to wrapped rice, but it's an onomatopoeia. It sounds like food fund.
Fuda Fanda.
Fuda Funda. Shit. Have a wonderful evening. One eye. Wrapped rice. I was trying to look it up in like a different way, and like it makes more sense when it's just food fund. Clever. Theate. Message.exe not found. Good. Thank you for donating the Food Funds, though. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Feed Fund. I thought Food Panda. Step. Well, you happy, we happy, I guess. I'm glad. Did you receive mysterious messages? Only from confidants. And this is the funny thing. If there'd been a bunch of random super chats that came in from people that I didn't know the names of, I would be like, oh shit. I really was onto the lizard people. They're paying me off. But yeah, no, it's just been the confidants trying to fuck with me. Got my eyes on you guys. Thank you for donating the Foo Funds. Aki Luna, today was the premiere of a film I worked on as a rotoscope animator. Holy shit, that's impressive. Just want to say thank you because your streams kept me company through the long nights. I give gifts to spread my happiness. Take care. Aki Luna, that's awesome. Congratulations. Rotoscopes, yeah, it always looks like it takes an incredible long time. It's so technically hard, like the way you have to like move every single thing. So congratulations on that. I hope you love the finished project. Hope we get to see it. Hope you share it on Twitter at some point. But yeah, congratulations. I hope it goes well. It's well received. And yeah, just congratulations on finishing it. That's awesome. My hands hurt. Yeah, I bet. God damn. Thank you for donating the food funds. Oh no, where did that message go? Oh no. I missed the one that talked about their hands hurting. Damn it. It's okay. But yeah, rotoscope animation's cool, but oh god, it seems like it takes forever. Especially depending on the type of models you make. Lauren Wong. Good morning, Fuchang. I had the least parasocial dream about you. I gave therapy to people I hated. You appeared and gave me a thumbs up, then disappeared. I love that idea. Damn it, I wish I had a thumb thing. You know what, you'll get a I don't know, what would be good? I guess the closest I have to a thumbs up is like a middle finger, so I'm sorry for this. But yeah, just imagine absolutely normal random dream, just giving therapy to people, and then Fuchan just walks in and he's just like, and then I just walk away. Which means I must have been like an afterthought in your subconscious. It was just like, I wonder if Fuchan's streaming right now. Thumbs up. Anyway. Thank you for donating the food funds. Yeah, definitely not parasocial. Yeah. Mr. Borg, if there's a conspiracy theory you could create, what would it be? TY for the fun stream. Oh god, I don't want to say. I could create some horrible conspiracy theories. And the sad thing is, people would believe them. Like, that's the thing. If I say something now, and even if I play it off as a joke, people will be like, he really means it. Because, like, yeah, that's the thing. If I wanted to make a conspiracy theory, I'd make one, like, about VTubers in general, or, like, about indie streamers, or about Nijisanji, or about things like that. A position of power kind of thing, where I could just be like, did you know? And the thing is, people would be like, oh, he was just joking. He said it as a joke. It was a conspiracy theory. But then there would be people. There would absolutely be people who took that clip and said, oh yeah, he said it was a conspiracy theory. He said it was a joke. But it sounds real to me. It fits my narrative. And therefore, I'm going to tell everyone it's real. And he was just pretending. So yeah. Absolutely stupid conspiracy theory that has nothing to do with anything to do with me. Octopuses are actually smarter than humans. Octopuses have taken over Atlantis and actually ruled Atlantis back in the day. And actually, they pretend to be a bit less intelligent when they're around humans. But if you go deep down, deep below the fucking Mariana Trench, all the way down to the Challenger Deep, yeah, octopuses actually rule that area. Their god is Cthulhu. And they have a fantastic society down there that's just slightly being ruined by humans dropping plastic in the ocean. And eventually they're going to rise up and kill us, especially Cthulhu. But for right now, we haven't poisoned their waters quite enough. If we don't stop dropping plastic in the ocean, they're going to end us. They've got their little suits ready to invade the earth and to walk on land. They're just biding their time. Anyway. There you go. That's one that's completely not related to anything. Hopefully that's fine. We're fine, right? Okay. More feed. Send this message to 505 Sheep so you won't be able to get Yam merch. You've got some work to do then, more feed. Although if you have to super chat it to 505 Sheep, that's more expensive than the, the actual merch will be. I mean, whale be eating them like barbecue though. Not if they have underwater guns. We're talking about them being smarter than humans. They've probably got spaceships down there. Anyway. Thank you for donating the food funds, Morfeed. Suki. I'm sorry, I didn't know translate in English is like that. It means no context in the message. Just something that will show when the message has an error. Sorry for causing confusion. You're fine. I got like the general idea of it. I just figured, yeah, it was like a different way to say no message kind of thing. And yeah, when I don't know, like that's what appears like when you actually use Japanese for a no message kind of thing. It makes sense. The super chat, I'm crying. Oh god, what happened? What fresh hell are we about to enter? But thank you for donating the food fund, Suki. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Asahi's goatee. Rating kot sayot tatlong bayot na palaka. I probably should have translated that before I read it out loud. Fuck, what did I just say? I rate you 3 gay frogs. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad I'm a 3 out of 5 on the entertainment scale. That's a nice and safe one. That was just hilarious. Thank you for donating the food funds. And now I clearly need to restart my comment grabber. Oh, because it's missed so many messages again. This is okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. Comfy octopus. Sir, stop exposing us. Sorry, that's my bad. My bad, comfy octopus. Iris Yoru. Something I think about a lot if I wake up in the middle of the night that means somebody is dreaming about me. As you get older, a lot more people must dream about you then, because the older you get, the more you wake up in the middle of the night. It is not fun at all. Comfy octopus? Yeah, that's their name. I didn't think I would ever hear the man say bayot. What does bayot mean? Is that frog, or is that the other word? Or is that just rate? Maybe it's just rate. Maybe it's fine. Truly Charlie channel. Hi Fuchanya. Don't knowing you to say I just finished Arc 2 in TGCF and start the 3rd arc on the train from NYC. Also, I don't know if you remember me from Anime Impulse. I would have to see a picture of you probably. I'm sorry. From the name, I can't remember. I'm not going to lie to you and be like, of course I remember you, Sudi. But, oh God. From a picture, I would probably remember you. Or if you told me like what you did at the Anime Impulse thing, meet and greet. But either way, thank you so much for donating the food funds. Arc 2 was... Oh, Arc 2 was the really domestic one. Let's fucking go. Okay, so yeah, Arc 1 was the Ghost Bride. Arc 2 was when Hua Lian comes... Or do you mean Arc 2 is in like... the desert bit? It could be the desert bit, I guess, with Banyue. But either way, thank you for donating the food funds. If it's Banyue, that's awesome. If it's just the domestic bit, which is... yeah, I guess that's between 2 arcs. First arc would be Ghost Bride. Second arc would probably be Banyue. Yeah, Banyue was amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me and have a wonderful time. Also in England? What? Oh, Banyue. You said Banyue. Okay, good. Yeah. I was talking about TGCF to you. I had the Red Fox outfit. See? That easy. Yes, I remember the Red Fox outfit. God damn. Didn't you drop an ear, if I remember correctly? It was a beautiful outfit, though. Love her. She's a baby. Yeah, Banyue was adorable. I liked the big bad guy, too. I liked that he just refused to fucking die. Arc 2 is in the flashback to the fall of Shanda. Oh, shit. No, that... I wouldn't consider that Arc 2. I would consider that, like, part 2 of, like, the entire novel. That's a much bigger part. My bad. When you said arc, I thought you meant, like, the mini arcs. God damn. Either way, I haven't actually gotten to that part yet. I know the general idea of it from, like, context clues, but I haven't gotten to the actual flashback yet. I bought all the books, but I'm waiting to read them while they're all out. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, I've theorized things about exactly what happened, but yeah, I know about like Chandler going down and stuff. So please, I'll read it when they're all out. They still haven't got them all out. It's fine. It's book 2. I stopped there. Awesome. I think that's book 4. I was going to say, yeah, book 2, we shouldn't go that far. I'm waiting for the 2nd season of the Donghua as well. But yeah, waiting this long for the 2nd season tells me I definitely don't want to wait for the entire Donghua. I'll just read the novels when they're all out. Shouldn't be too long anyway. Sabrina Saberhagen, thank you for donating the food funds, even though you literally retracted the message. Well played. You didn't even just type out message retracted. It actually says the message was retracted from Google. Well played. Well played. Okay. Go up to the super chats that happened during the thing. The VA changed? Yeah, for reasons, unfortunately. They had to change the VA, which means they probably had already had some things recorded and then had to re-record them. Yeah. But hopefully it will be out soon. The trailer looked amazing. Hell, the live action will probably be out soon at this point. Never let them know your next move. True. Did drop my ear. See? Oh, God, I thought I remembered that. That was so cute. Those ears were beautiful. They were so furry. That's one piece of merchandise I really want to get in the official store. Like, I saw a lot of people talking about, like, wanting my black jacket or something, but I'd rather have something that was, like, for the confidants themselves. I've already said how much I want, like, Bleep Bleep and Shiro plushies, but what I would love would be, like, sheep horns with ears attached to them. Like a nice curly black sheep horn with, like, red on the inside of each ring, and then, like, a nice, either black or white, like, sheep ear poking out of that. I don't think we'll ever get that, because that's like a very technical thing they'd have to make. But that's one of the things I've been suggesting to them for like months and months. And like, I would love if confidants could have official like ears and horns to wear to like conventions or to like concerts or things to just show like, hey, we're confidants. We've got the black and red horns and ears. I think that would be sick. But I'm trying to force them down that route because like I said, maybe we'll have some ears or some horns in a future costume. Maybe. Momorai, thank you for donating the few funds. Can't believe you're actually the Tin Man right now. I did have a tinfoil hat. But at least my arms aren't made of tinfoil. That wouldn't work too well. Elderflower. There's also a conspiracy that humans are the aliens. Oh, the one, yeah. That could be like the ancient aliens ones where we got like seed planeted. Or you could mean like the one where we came from Mars because Mars kind of died. Whichever one, yeah, we kind of touched on the Mars ones. We went fully into the ancient alien ones. Someone said my joke. Thank you for saying it for me. Wait, what happened? What did I miss? Now I'm terrified. That's never a good thing. There's a new super chat. Did the comment grab it? It did! Fube! Atsufu! Is the goddess Fu actually an imprint? Is Republic really exist in the future? Is it true that Republic will be destroyed 300 years later? All good questions. You'll find out in time. I'm actually planning on doing a Legatus 505 writing stream somewhere within the next 2 weeks while we're still not doing many collaborations. So yeah. In one of the future chapters, you are going to hear the history of how the Republic came to be and how the fall happened. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll do a writing stream where we just kind of like start to beginning of one of the chapters. And I'll use it as an excuse to write while on stream. Then probably continue writing from then on. But yeah, then we're going to like get into like writing horror stories and stuffs as well. So yeah, we're going to be back into a writing world. It's been 84 years. Yes, but I can still remember the smell of the paint, damn it. I can still remember like the next things that are happening in the Legatus 505 story. We've got to finish it before Archivist 404 comes out. So we have several months at least. It's a good thing and a bad thing. A little bit of both. Anyway, Yukiki to Tempest. I always do that. The doubling up of the first name makes me double up the second name. The stream is so fun, but God, these theories are driving me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and rats make me crazy. That was all from the comment, by the way. I didn't add that. I do like that meme. I don't know whether that is actually a meme. I've only seen it on like Lolathon's videos, but yeah. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy? I like it. It's a good amount of crazy. Plus, you know, if you can have the yandere eyes, starting with a nice big crazy is perfect. Thank you for donating the food funds, you Yukiki Tempest. I did it right for... No, I didn't double up the key. You Yukiki Tempest. Prothero. Sometimes not even ancient. Some of them believe that aliens brought the ideas of nuclear weapons. Oppenheimer would be very confused by that. Damn, really? Wow. People think aliens are still controlling us, how? That's a conspiracy theory I didn't know about. Thank you for donating the few funds, Prothero. Also, the name Prothero feels very Prometheus, which, you know, adds to maybe we were being watched by aliens. Does that mean he knows about the Rat King? Which Rat King? The King of the Rats or the Rat King that's actually just a bunch of rats tied together? Because that's kind of crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Ibuprofen! If you're reading this, you've been sleeping for 10 years. I don't know where this message will end up in your dream, but I hope we're getting through. Please, wake up. Sorry, just a joke. I actually like that one, ibuprofen. I first read that one as a creepypasta where it looked like it was written as a note. So like all of the normal text was written in black ink, like a normal like biro pen, where it was like, look, you need to listen to me. You're asleep. You're in a coma right now. But sometimes when you're in a coma, you can hear you get slight hints that you need to, and then in all like bright red it said, wake up. And then it would be like, and apparently people that are in comas can find other ways. They won't just hear the words and then in bright red, wake up. Sometimes they'll see it in other ways, in visual images, in friends or family members telling them to, all in red, wake up. That shit's good. That shit's nice and creepy where you're suddenly like, am I in a coma? I mean, if I am, I don't want to wake up. I quite enjoy where I am in life right now, other than the back shit. I mean, well, this job has been pretty amazing. I think I'll stay in the coma. Oh, good. There's also that whole thing where, like, it's just the one single sentence that is just very simple. You are now manually breathing. Well, chat, are you thinking about it? Are you thinking about the fact that now it's not natural to you? It's not automatic. Now you have to breathe in and breathe out. You have to reflexively in and out. If you don't, it's just not going to happen. It's manual now, no longer automatic. Yeah, you suddenly become well aware. You're like, no, I'm not. And then you'd like listen to yourself going, shit. Man, I can't stand you. Well, you just lost the game. If we're going to that kind of classic creepypasta shit, fuck it, you just lost the game too. Welcome back to the early 2000s, bitches. Iris Yodu. I don't like the Meg. I have a fear of sharks. It's called galleophobia. I need to Google that. I want to know if that's the real fear of sharks or if you're making a joke. Oh. Galleophobia. Yeah, it is the fear of sharks. Damn. Yeah, that's a good reason to not watch Meg. Or Jaws. Or... there's so many shark movies, honestly. The Reef, The Deep. Something about a cage. Yeah, there's tons. But thank you for donating the food funds. Maybe don't watch those. Shark Week. Shark Week's everywhere, man. I like sharks. I think they're fine. Claudines, thank you for donating the food funds with a huge donation. You're amazing and a super sticker. Aw, thank you. You're amazing. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for donating the food funds. Carefully relax your shoulders. Oh, that one's painful. I've not heard that one before, but damn, yeah. That had an effect on me. I was suddenly like, wait, are my shoulders tight? And then I started like move them around and I was like, they kind of were tight. You know what? Stretch. Stretch good. Stretch out that tightness in the back. Fuck yeah. You were right. I was holding some tension in my shoulders. Hope Schmidt, thank you for the huge donation to the food funds. Such fun note. And then 3 alien emojis. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here, Hope Schmidt. I don't want to stretch. Ah, that's fine. You don't have to. I like to, though. Dolphins are absolute monsters. Yeah, I can't believe people didn't think that I knew that the other day. I was trying to like make a joke about how nice dolphins were, and I saw chat explode with like, he doesn't know. All the random animal facts I know. You think I don't know about what dolphins do to porpoises and what they do to each other and what the other kind of fucked up shit they do? They are pests. They are terrifying. And they're one of the only other creatures other than humans that hunt for sport and fun. They're kind of pervy. Kinda? Just Google it if you want to, chat. Just know that it involves adult situations that will make you think about dolphins in a very different way than you ever did before. But yeah, I don't think I can even talk about what they do to porpoises on stream. One of the things that they do is they take baby whales and play with them like they're beach volleyballs. They smack them out of the water with their tails between each other and try to not let them land in the water. They try to keep them out of the water just pew, 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 pew. But yeah, they do all kinds of fucked up shit. Kushabi, thank you for donating the food funds. Futjan, you mentioned before that you could use Lagada's 505 for MMD, but I don't know if you alone or Nijisanji owns the right to the songs you have. Technically, Nijisanji owns the rights to that song. However, as long as it is a creative work, I mean, we have a bunch of rules. If you look up the Nijisanji rules, as far as I know, yeah, you can create a creative work based on using Legata's 505 for an MMD, as long as you don't try to monetize it. Yeah, maybe I should look into that. I'm worried that using the song might violate Nijisanji's derivative work rule. Sorry if my English isn't good. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I don't see why it would, because I mean, other people have made like their own versions of music videos for other people's songs and made music videos out of them. I think it's more about the monetization is the thing. And yeah, obviously if you want to get paid for the work you put in, I understand not being able to use it. But I mean, technically that means you shouldn't make any MMDs because you're using somebody's song, and transformative as that is, they're still going to copyright claim your ass. So OST is in membership though, Fu? True. But I mean, it's also a song that's been officially released on like all the different things. No, because I saw a dolphin when I went to the beach before. They're coming for you. Money is here is the biggest thing. Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. But yeah, I'd say look through Cover Corporation's rules. You can do a cover, but it has to follow the rules. Sorry. Look through any colors rules. Look through our rules for taking derivative works, and it should be fine. We shall see. If it's on membership, that's just so it's easier for you guys to see. Well, they're talking MMDs though. They're not even talking covers. So the membership, like the membership, the only thing that's on there is the instrumental. So if you're just talking about the actual song itself, like it's everywhere. And yeah, I don't even know the rules, man. I don't even know the rules. If you ever get weirded out by dolphins, just remember those dumbass MFs never left the water and don't have legs. Man, I can't wait for the octopuses to rise up and come after us damn landlubbers. We're gonna get so fucked up when we say shit like that to them. Aww. I remember there was a documentary many years ago saying an experiment of teaching dolphins to talk, and it ended up the dolphin was in love with a human. I didn't know dolphins could talk. I mean, I didn't know they had like the intelligence to do that. I know Coco the gorilla was able to have like full sentence conversations with humans, which was amazing. And was very sad when Robin Williams died, which was sad. I want to look that up now. I want to see if that actually is a thing. But it fell in love with the human? That could be terrifying in some ways, knowing what dolphins do to other things. Penguins are scary as well sometimes. Are you talking about like the research they did in the Arctic where they found interesting things happening to the dead penguins? Because that wasn't actually true as it turned out. But we'll see. Shape of Water? No! That's, oh god, fair. Anyway. What? Oh god. Okay, conversations in chat went in a weird direction after that. Nope. Geese have teeth? Is that true? Oh my god! They have tiny little sharp teeth! That's fucking... Oh, they have them on the tongue too! Ugh! I knew that cats had barbed tongues. I didn't know geese have fucking teeth on their tongues. Gee, geese are terrifying. Oh, that's enough animal facts for me for today. Especially the direction that one conversation went in. What the fuck is that comment? Okay, we're gonna wrap up the stream for today. I thought the conspiracy theories was gonna be the worst, like most cursed thing on the stream today. I was wrong. Y'all are wild. Y'all are... Oh god, I don't even have an express. I need a scared expression, man. This'll do. This is like, goddamn. I mean, in fiction, fair enough, but god damn. Anyway, thank you all for joining the stream today. I'm gonna head out. Tomorrow, oh, we're doing more deranged shit. We're doing absurd trolley problems, and then we're gonna create our own trolley problems, which will probably go in the most cursed direction you can imagine. And tomorrow is also Goomy Goom's birthday, so we're going to be on Goomy Goom's channel playing Crab Game. I might have my own POV for it. I'm going to ask her what she prefers. With Crab Game, some people prefer there to just be a few POVs. and like to funnel all the viewers into one direction. And then some people like there to be multiple POVs so people can make like clip compilations and stuff. I'm going to ask what Gumi Goom prefers. If she wants more POVs, then I'll stream my POV. If not, then I'll just show up and have fun. Okay. Everybody, have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for joining me today. After Wednesday, we're having a break for a day. And then we come back on Friday and Saturday for some chill shit. What are we doing on Friday and Saturday? I feel like the weird shit happened at the beginning of the week and then we have some chill shit. We have some video going. Oh, we definitely have Needy Streamer Overload. Oh, and then the Comfy Pets rating, which I still haven't given you guys a hashtag for yet. Fuck, I will do that by the end of the day, I promise. The one on Billy has like a ton of entries. So yeah, the Billy stream will be going through the Billy Comfy Pets. But yeah, I'd like to see you guys on Twitter as well. Thank you all for joining me today. It's been a weird week, man. It's been a weird week. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. As always, do not be led astray, my confidants. And I will catch you guys next time. And as always, thank you so much for joining my stream today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Doing something a bit different today. It's International Cat Day. Unfortunately, it is. And unfortunately, Noctix has been designated as the cat wave. Because it just so happened that we debuted on Japanese Cat Day. And I'm okay with that. I'm not salty or anything. That's fine. I'm so happy. At least the merchandise is cute. On the way out, I'd like to say a special thank you to everybody who joined the membership today. Everybody who donated a membership. Everybody who joined the membership for the first time. And everybody who rejoined the membership. Including Mare Sheep, Saranji. Oh! Is that? Ooh, I chew pingo. I don't eat apples. I love that name. That's helped me remember so many Chinese letters. Valero, Jenya, Hoo-hoo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. Kanikama, wait. Yeah, Kanikama. Cuckoo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. Hahyun, Local Clown, Neko, man. Shu. Luthier, thank you so much for the gifted. Sunny. Astrid. Ren. Stream Fulgur Ovid. Thank you for the free advertisement. Starfruit. Norda. Emir Valak. Mandu. Andy. Light 404. Naye. Isaiah. Jin, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. Unfantasia, Victory M, Bacon Risotto, Carolyn, Ariki, Cinnamon, Choco, or Okami. Touch my food, you die. Riea, Diana, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Aya, Chi Mumuyin, Mao Duo, Harmony, Asuka Sato. Mare Sheep again somehow? Weird. Not the same. Sakura Blizzard, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. Summer Moo. Mak An Ai. Summer Moo. Twice? Wait. They're definitely glitching occasionally today. Lulu the Sheep. Zero Koji-chan. Ebby, a small Rolo chocolate. Ying. K. Ding He, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. Cappuccino. Ollie, thank you so much for the 10 gifted membership. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Rose Cat. Claire 606. Stella. Casey the Dreamer. Lacey. Satsuki 122. Lydia's still here. Tish, who avid fan. Cloudcat. Orisa Jan. Ritsuka. Bibi, I'm a sheep. I said Bibi, I'm a sheep. Yumi. Suna Naija. Moyo. Namarum. Nekuma Bairuo Yandandruf. Yandandruf? Oops. HK. Happy hi. Michaela Hopkins, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. Aki Luna, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. Evrim. Saranji. And finally, Hakor 007. Oh, and Misha, sorry. Oh, and Yumi, what? Misha, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. And Yumi, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership. I don't know why I didn't see those at first. And Luthier, thank you so much for 5 more gifted membership. Welcome to everyone who joined the sheep pile. We'll be dropping a new wallpaper and at least 2 songs, because I owe you guys like 4 at this point, on Thursday when my day off is. Everybody have a lovely evening. I will catch you tomorrow for Absurd Trolley Problems. Have a lovely evening, my confidants. Do not be led astray. As always, I will catch you guys next time.